Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shad's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once ticked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much TSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. It's not in burp and leaning ban, it matters not if actually fun. His child can't to see if ours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts like before launching into a bike, pretending they're for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over and awareness in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jihad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Sunday the 21st of April 2024. I do hope you're all doing very well, and I hope you've had a very enjoyable weekend as well. I am joined on stream by a duo that are nicknamed Dingo and the Baby. Don't ask me why, but there you fucking go. I'm joined by D-Dog and Aviga. Yes, he's awake. Guys, how you doing? Hope you're all doing well.
I'm fine. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, depending on your part of the world.
Cat's dead.
Yeah. I mean, where is the cat? Yeah, that's for sure. The cat seems to have fucking done a runner or whatever. I mean, speaking of the cat's dead...
in Argentina.
Yeah, in Argentina. I mean, there's a clip here which I've not seen yet. And Poem Switcher had their own opinion, their own take on it. Sounds like anxiety caused by stress. I wonder what would give someone that. I wonder why it seems to keep happening the day before she's supposed to be on stream. It's only 50 seconds long, so... yeah, let's see for ourselves what Phil had to say, and I think this was clipped during his night stream stuff, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, he elaborated a little bit more on this.
Battlefront.
But it's during Battlefront, okay, so let's see what Phil had to say.
It's not that Kat is like sick or anything, it's just that she had a stomach problem last night, and she didn't get good rest because of it. Already I knew last night, all of a sudden she was like, you look sick, and I was like, what's wrong? She's like, yeah, my stomach sucks. And I was like, figures, it has to be the night before, that once again, we were going to do our co-op. And now what's going to end up happening is you're not going to feel good. And it's going to be a day where there's going to be stress and everything. And again, the point of doing co-op is supposed to be that it's supposed to be fun. And, you know, not that you're sitting here in uncomfort or stress or being tired or worked out or you know what I mean? It has to be, we're going to sit here and have fun together. And if she doesn't feel good, regardless of how the stream is going, we're still not going to have fun together. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's going to feel uncomfortable, and that's not cool. So, you know, what can I say?
So I think that was actually said before I started gameplay, because I think I remember him saying that. And yeah, it was uploaded at 8:56 PM my time, which would have been, you know, right before gameplay. You know, for my time. Anyway,
yeah,
so, yeah,
with that pretty little background that he has, it probably was
yeah, so that was
Helldivers too. But
yeah, and also Poem Switcher's take is sounds like anxiety caused by stress. The fact of the matter is it's happened 3 times in a row. You know, it feels like she doesn't want to fucking date Phil.
Yeah, it's the one thing that just really irritates me. Every single time that he'll just say that, oh, Cat doesn't want to do it. We don't want to hear what you have to say with it, Phil, because we all know that you lie about it every single time. You lie about whenever Kat wants to come on. Oh, work schedule twice. Now it's all of a sudden she's sick. Why don't we just have her say it? It's like, just bring her in just for a little bit. That way we can have confirmation from her. It's like, hey, I'm not feeling good, guys. I'm sorry that people want this to happen. I'm just not feeling good. I'll be back. But no, it's always, oh, Cat's feeling sick. The tummy time is sick.
In order for that to happen, Cat would have to face her ultimate nemesis, which is the amount of stairs it takes to get from the ground level to the first level.
Well, if she's not feeling good, she's probably upstairs already, though, so she just have to walk to the office.
I don't know.
Yeah, a bit of proof of life, but no.
I think she lives in that kitchen.
Yeah, it's like there's no proof of life with it though. But instead, the only proof of life there is that she's in the garage next to the fucking dark garbage that she has to take to the dump already.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's just there, rotting,
Yeah.
dead.
Of course, obviously that's what I'm saying.
No,
like,
I still think she's in Argentina. That's why Jasper comes in and looks at her and goes, "Where's mummy? Where's mummy, daddy? Where's mummy?"
who knows?
Candace.
Speaking of
Yeah,
Argentina,
she's in Argentina.
Speaking of Argentina, your Tengo Mucha Errors, taking L's Twitter account. You know, they actually had an interesting thread, and they went and posted this on Twitter 2 days ago, and I thought it was actually an interesting, wee thread going through Phil's numbers and metrics. So the thread starts after the trolls are all failed creators with single-digit views lore that Phil dropped last week. Taking L's took a gander through Mr. View's YouTube business to see how the views were doing. The business isn't doing well, let's take a look. And it starts off with a screenshot here, DSP Gaming, 210k subscribers. You'd think with decent numbers like that, the views would not be too bad. Some trivia. It's been over 6 years since Dave has uploaded a video that's gotten more than 100,000 views. And it's been over 5 years since any video has gotten more than 50k views. The channel trailer, which is basically forced to play in default when you visit the channel, which is the one that got over 100,000 views. And that was from 2018. The 50,000 view thing, DSP's top 10 worst gaming moments of 2010, number 9. Well, I don't know why it's number 9, but there you fucking go. And I guess with a title like that, people might have been trying to find something different, like Secret Limited's videos. Who knows? That's just my theory, But yeah, and then look at shorts. Let's look at shorts and sort by popular. 10k views should be a gimme for a 200,000 sub channel, yet only 4 out of about 200 of them made the mark. Of those 4, 2 of them were addressing internet drama, 1 was a literal tech demo, and the last was desperately clickbaited. That Sonic one. Sonic Frontiers, my first ever YouTube short. Trolls defeated. Here's why I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, definitely troll bait. And it goes on, even more about the thumbnails on the shorts. Even the gouty soy-faced thumbnails can't save these shorts from being banished to the Chaos Realm. DSP Gaming is where content goes to die. And there's evidence here. Should you need it? All these fucking faces and look at the views. All treble digits.
I love that first one.
The body face, the drunken body face. One of these again. Oh, fuck.
I think if we look at it from like the November 6th, 2022, all the way over to like the October, October all the way down to that one's like, I don't want to make a short. Okay, I gotta make a short. Why am I making a short? Hey, I'm making a short. Hey, I'm making another short. Make it short. Yeah, all these shorts and they're not even done right either.
No.
They're on the schedules. It's stuff you put in the community tab. You don't need to make a short for your schedule.
You don't need them. You really don't need. You don't need a short to say, hey, here's my schedule, because A, he puts it in his community tab. 2, he talks about it all the goddamn time in his fucking podcast, in his daily rap. He doesn't need it.
Yeah.
And plus we made fun of it all the time by calling it a snort schedule. So there you go.
The snorchel.
If we go to his other channel, his throwback channel, formerly of KO Gaming 1, only has 3 videos over 100k views, all published over 7 years ago. Most popular video since the great rebrand is the upscaled Final Fantasy 13, which has 6.1k views. And only 11 videos...
Yes, because that's making fun of it.
Yep. And only 11 videos...
he's going live.
Oh, balls.
What the hell is that?
Hello. More pixel art stuff or whatever. Let's just have a quick glance at this intro. What the hell? Hold on.
It looks like post-it notes.
So never mind the audio. We know the audio is going to be the same as always, okay? Let's just look at it.
Yeah.
That's nothing related close to DSP at all. This isn't his style.
Yeah.
What does this have to do with DSP coming?
Wait, post-it notes. No,
Yes.
post-it notes. Right. It has to do with his schedule. He has to write down the schedule on post-it notes. Like, here we go. I got to post people.
It looks back to here. Now is Derek exploding?
Is that the pills that Kat's taking when she was drugged to go to Argentina?
There's a post-it notes for Phil's schedule. There's a and he's got a long intro as well. He's got a fucking long intro.
Long intro, yeah.
Well. Fuck me, man. Let's
just snort it notes.
Oh god. I'm just gonna wait until it gets to. I'm just gonna pause it the opportune time. This is a live DSP right now, but I'll just pause it if I can now and keep reading.
Yeah, let's just do that and just
Yeah.
go over this again.
Because there's a couple of
We
things
need
I
that
still-
skip juice.
There's a couple of things I still want to go over as well before we start the bingo properly. Only 11 videos that Phil has gotten in KO Gaming has gotten over 1,000 views since the rebrand. The vast majority have less than 500. There is most popular ones there, you know. And yeah, and then you look at the Final Fantasy, there you go, 6.1k views, his most successful video since the rebrand. What about DSP Reacts? Formerly,
Yeah, let's check that.
yeah, but formerly the King of Hate Vlogs channel, now it's called DSP Reacts, isn't faring much better. The only video to break 100k views is the fire alarm unboxing video. And we all know what that one is.
I wonder
Smoke
why.
detector.
Yeah. His most popular video since the React rebrand is drama debunking the side scrollers interviewed. The vast majority of recent videos here have less than 1,000 views. And then you can see 107k views for the release date unboxing. And then it's like...
Which he didn't. He didn't even unbox shit.
Yeah, and then you got Hateful Truth game reviews for Destiny, and then Xbox One announcement reactions. Welcome to the King of Hate Vlogs channel promo, and then it's him fucking reviewing a Mighty Mug and the cup noodles.
Not that one.
I think the cup noodles one, that might be that one where he tries to eat it with I don't know. Did he
With
make
a,
them?
with a fork? Yeah.
No. This one he makes it with the Keurig.
That's what
He
they
makes
say,
the cup
yeah.
noodles with Keurig. He pours it into a coffee cup, pours the coffee cup into the cup noodles. It's spilling all over the place. He's like, okay, it's ready. It doesn't even look done. Here's a spoon to eat it.
Spoon, eh?
And then he grabs the fork. He's like, oh, this isn't working. Gotta grab a fork.
Sorry?
Spoons.
Pretty much
Did he
that.
even wait 2 minutes to cook it, or he just poured it in and then started eating it straight
How
away?
he did it, he opened the lid all the way off, pours the water
What?
into it. Yeah, I'm not kidding you. I reacted to this shit back in the day. I fucking saw the whole thing.
Oh, Lord.
I had to
remember
make my own video of me making cup noodles right.
Yeah. Also, I love how one of the videos as well that's kind of got some views is a rant, and he calls it a rant. Street Fighter 5 is a bad game, the pro FGC are dishonest, also more drama fucking shit naturally. And if you look to his fucking most popular video he's had since rebranding, it is the side scrollers. Backstabbed by side scrollers, let's end this here! And yet he hasn't stopped talking about them since then.
Yes.
Ah, Christ, man. So, to
It's his
conclude-
go-to thing. But he's not about drama, mind you.
Oh god, no,
Yeah.
never about drama. You'd never catch him doing anything about drama. So taking L's in their interesting tweet chain here to conclude. Mr. Views shitting on others for not getting any views is why he'll always be King Lolcow. DSP sucks. His content sucks. His wife sucks. His fans sucks. He sucks at fighting games. He sucks at WWE champions. And on top of all that, his views suck too. Mr. Views, more like
Yeah.
Mr. Single Digit Views. I'm a right guys. Aha, sorry. But big ups to taking L's for taking the time to go through that and kind of debunk Phil for mocking detractors and the content they have.
I love his TLDR notes with this. I think Lefty was the one that did this because honestly, when it
Yeah,
comes to
that's
saying
Lefty,
things like,
yeah.
yeah, when it comes to saying like if something sucks, that's Lefty. Yeah, TLDR, get fucked in.
Yep, there you go.
Mhm.
Like and retweet that. There we go. Good stuff indeed. Now, before we begin, and by the way, that's Planet Jeff apparently.
Yeah.
Saw
This
that.
is so Planet Jeff apparently is this person here, according to Agent Proper. Yeah, it looks like it's like a person that would fucking fall for Phil's prognosis. Oh god, what the fuck's that creature? Oh, never mind, they're gone now, thank fuck.
Poor Hal Ramis, you know, after the car crash, the surgery didn't go well.
Oh, bloody hell. Anyway, there's one more thing I want to watch, okay, before we start playing bingo. And it's something that our good pal Barrett
Alright.
Wells has made. Animated moments in DSP history. The Incident. I've not seen this yet, but
Have fun.
I think we know what it's about. But let's see how well Barrett Wells has done with animating The Incident. So it's almost 2 minutes long. Here we go. The liver spot above the eyebrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like nice attention to
The
detail
snort.
there.
Yeah,
Yes.
the windows flaring.
The gout
It
lines.
is. Wee nose flares as well.
Like I want to ask Barrett, how many times did he watch that video
Too many.
with it enhanced to
Too many.
get this in detail?
Oh my god, the face on directly at the camera view is
Oh,
haunting.
Oh, and Moki's like PlayStation music. Yes, he was doing this during I think it was like the Neo Alpha demo or the beta.
So let me
and
pause
he
it
had
right
the
there.
PS4 overlay.
I will find you, for people that are curious, that have never seen the original. Let me give me a second here to find you the original.
A comparison. Here we go.
Yeah,
So give
that's
me
what we need.
yeah.
A good comparison.
Just give me a second here. Let me just pull up Eddie B43's channel. Good old Eddie B43. Robust detractor and his old school content. Eddie B43. There we go. I found his channel.
As we see the pig roach in his natural habitat,
Let me just sort by popular. Where's it?
wandering the snow fort.
Where the fuck's the video for that? For fuck's sake. Where is it?
I love how it's like an uncomfortable amount of times.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go.
Ah, you found it. Okay, good.
I found it.
As
So-
Panda Lee has left the snow fort, he's alone and presenting himself.
So it starts off like, obviously this is zoomed in on Phil's corner of the screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And that's his headphones too.
Yeah, and that's his headphones behind him, not shit. So so Phil doesn't think the camera is on. He thinks it's just his normal pre-stream background art, and he isn't aware that the word you see on screen is basically just random, OBS font saying the stream will start soon.
Starting to start soon, yeah.
It's like, ladies, we're sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry that you had to see this.
Yeah. So this is Eddie B43's entire version, unclipped or whatever. The entire pre-stream antics zoomed and capped courtesy of, well, I think originally it was done by MKX Rage Quit, whoever they were. But yeah, this is a full 15-minute clip. And Barrett Wells condensed that to 2 minutes. But
Somehow.
yeah. And then you go here.
Viewer
and you see-
discretion is advised.
Yeah. We can just fast forward to a particular point. How about here? We'll just fast forward to this
Yeah,
point.
let's scratch.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. So we got this from real life, all right? And you got a nose flaring as well, and the head leaning back, and everything.
Yep.
Is he double? I never looked at this.
He's double handling it now.
I never.
Yep.
The next
He's taking matters in
folds.
both hands.
Wait a second. Wait, what? Look at the video. Wait, pay attention to the video. What's happening in the stream chat? Oh, never mind. Oh, where is it? Lost it. There it is.
Somebody just tipped me. Oh yes.
Man. Yes.
And he doesn't even.
And
let's compare that
Yep,
to
doesn't
the
even wipe.
animation. This is the animated version, of course. Let's see how it compares.
snort.
Chat. I
You gotta
just
rate
finished.
chat.
How do I wipe?
Oh, yep. He's using the double hands.
Wait,
Only
the-
thing
for
that's missing is
detail.
double hands are
Only thing that's
animated.
missing is the handset. The headset's the only thing that's missing. But regardless,
That's fine. That's fine.
RTL text on screen also missing. The webcam.
he's like focused.
There intently.
Tekken Macho Man.
Yep.
Oh.
He's reading chat.
What's that down
yes.
there?
Oh
What's
no.
that?
Like
Is that
milking
just
it.
no? What? Oh, here we go.
It's
1
like
minute,
milk-
man. Just tip me.
Like milking a
Oh,
cow.
What is up,
Yes.
everyone? Hello, and welcome. Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh?
Oh my god.
I don't even know. Hello.
Like there is
Wow.
one thing that's
Wow.
different from this and the actual video though. This one, you could just tell that he was like surprised that the camera was
Yeah.
on. While this one,
Well,
he doesn't really have much of a surprise though. He's like, oh, it's on the whole
you
time.
gotta keep in mind, he's right. So I paused it here, okay? He actually does get up and like leave for a brief spell, you know? It doesn't just fucking immediately, like he does get up and do something. You'll see it here. So he does whatever he does, and then he gets up to, I assume, clean off or whatever, you know what I mean? And he'll come back eventually, and blah 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 blah. When does it start? Where does it say the famous line? I think it's round about here.
Right there.
Yeah, right
Right
here.
about there, yeah, because of the sway.
Yeah. So let's just play it from here. To see how it compares to the animated version. So Barrett Wells like trimmed the dead dead air out of the real life one. And here goes
Thank God.
What is up, everyone? Hello, and welcome. Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Jesus Christ. Hello.
Yeah, like the real life version, there's no element of surprise, like no shock, like, oh my God, I got caught masturbating with the camera on.
Yeah, and that's why some people have believed that Phil knew what he was doing. Like, Phil was claiming it was an accident the whole entire time that the camera was on, but then again, the way he handled that was kind of... Well, the thing is, were you there on the day it happened, Aviga? Or did you learn about it afterwards?
I saw it a little bit afterwards, though, and then looking back into it, like in hindsight, though, like at first I was like, oh, he got caught masturbating. Now it's like when you look at it later on in retrospect, yeah, it sounds like he was debating about, like, a good example of this, like shock would be like someone like I Show Speed, like when he got like surprised seeing Chica, and then that happened, he became I Show Meat. You could tell that was like genuine shock. This, on the other hand, it's not shock or like, oh shit, I got caught. This one's like, oh hey, what's up, guys?
Phil was very... It seems like he's handled it okay, like he knew what he was doing, but I can tell you, that day, his moderators in the IRC chat were shutting down everything. The Kind of Hate forums were shutting down every mention of it. They were desperate to clamp down on any mention of this. If Phil was doing it intentionally...
Even he tried that too.
Yeah, a day later...
Didn't he also say that he faked it? He was like, it was fake the whole time.
I don't think he... Did he?
No, he kept saying that he was scratching his leg. He kept coming up with multiple excuses to what it could have been.
Phil Burnell never actually said that.
That he was scratching his leg?
He was doing various things, is what Phil actually said. He never actually said I was scratching my leg. I know
that's a Mandela effect.
I know, I'm sorry. It's a very famous image of a DSP comment that looks like saying I was scratching my leg. That is fabricated. I'm sorry to say. That's a troll image, essentially. But Phil did say he was doing various things. Phil did actually say I was doing various things when he was questioned about it, when he was challenged with it. The following day, he took advice from one of his fans, and because he saw it was blown up as well, and Keemstar wanted to talk to him for drama alert, all of a sudden Phil ran with it and rolled with it and said, yeah, you know what? It happened, and yeah, it's embarrassing and all that shit. And he tried to fucking milk that eventually for what it was worth, and he didn't get away with it. He tried to make a Twitch emote out of it, and they banned him from doing it because it was sexual content.
And he also tried to capitalize on the joke a week later. He was like, "Oh hey guys, yeah, it's funny now, ha ha ha." But when it first happened, he wasn't laughing.
Yeah,
he got people banned for it.
I always see some of these comments from fucking Barrett Wells' video, you know, the animated version. See, so Ludwig saying, submit it as his new stream intro. Good shout. That was fantastic.
It is good shit.
The hamburger-shaped body and noodle arms are spot on. Quite agree, yes, definitely.
Yes, I could cheer on you, Prophet, if you want me to. It's going to cost you, but I will.
Oh, God. Can't be on the whole time. Yep. Oh, such an iconic line. The way he said it and everything. It really is one of the iconic DSP lines. How many people that don't even follow Phil content end up saying that and making fun of him for it? Wasn't there a wrestler that said it to make fun of him?
Oh, several wrestlers do it. Yeah.
They know the line. They know the DSP line. Oh, the camera's on. The cameras were on the whole time. Oh, it's incredible. And yeah, a lot of positive comments, a lot of positive things being said. Guys, if you've not checked out Barrett Wells' video yet, the link is in the chat right now. Check it out, give it some love, show it, give it a view, give it a like, whatever. Barrett Wells worked hard on it, and he knocked it out of the park, in my opinion. So big ups to Barrett Wells for that masterpiece.
And he did it in a week. The man was quick.
Oh, Jesus, man, the guy's an animal.
Definitely did that in a week.
Speaking of animals, we have otters on standby. Should we need them today? I can see one. She's swimming a bit right there. There's one there lumping into the water. Fantastic stuff indeed. Anyway, let's fast forward Phil's podcast and get past the shitey intro. There we go. And we'll just have it on pause around about fucking here, I guess. And make sure it's on 1.25 speed because fuck enduring Phil at normal speed. Now, Aviga, I have a question to ask you. Yeah, you know the question. I need a number.
You need a number. Hang on, let me pick up something real quick. Let's see. I'm not gonna go for like I was gonna go for like the easiest one, like 1651, but that's way too easy.
I mean, do whatever number you want.
Fuck. I'll I'll go with 421 since it is the day after 420. I'll go with have a smashing day suggestion.
421. Here is a bingo.
Oh, after
card.
Hitler's birthday. Okay, cool.
Of course, you had to say it like that.
Or can you shout to Hitler?
Of
I
course.
guess. So here's
Yeah.
today's bingo
Is he
card.
Kyle?
Oh, yeah, bless you. I don't see Kyle. I don't know where he is. Anyway, here's today's bingo card for us all today. We need Phil to discuss the weather. Him giving a years ago story. Him saying, you know what I mean? Him saying, what the fuck are you talking about? Although I will also accept, what are you talking about? And him saying, comment. The second draw is Phil using hateful slurs. Him saying, oh. Him burping. Him saying, help. And him saying, engagement. The third draw is Phil saying, honest nonsense. Him snorting. Him discussing food. And him saying, I would argue. The fourth row is Phil butchering a word. Him doing a Y or a T pose. Him saying, interesting. Him touching his face. And him saying, contributions. And the fifth and final row is Phil saying, tips. In fact, obviously, dude, and absolutely. I think that's a strong card. Guys, what are your thoughts?
Yes. I feel the force is strong with this one compared to Outlaws.
I'll just wait. I'll see how it plays out.
It's your card. You don't feel confident. You not feeling optimistic. You not feel hopeful or anything.
Yeah, 2 in a row. Someone said 2 in a row. Then again, that's the reason why. The third time's not going to be the charm, but I'll see how it plays out.
I mean, technically, you have got 2 in a row because, as I said, the card that you were meant to use for your stream, but then you ended up, missing it because you had a long nap, a 6-hour nap. So I went on a stream instead using that very card and it won. So technically, you do have 2 in a row. You just went awake for the second time.
Well,
this will be a hat trick.
Yeah,
well, if you want to say that, then it's 3 in a row. That birthday bash one.
Nah. I don't know.
What, you don't?
I can't count, you know what I mean?
Fine.
I'm right of hands. I can't count. But fuck it, anyway, this is our card for today.
Fine, look.
I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful, okay? Now, of course, the aim of the game, as you all know, is to try and get a full house 25 out of 25 on the bingo card you see before you on the screen. If we manage to do that, we'll add $25 to the bingo prize fund, which is currently sitting at $160, as you can see down there in the bottom left-hand side. Big number there in the bottom corner, 160. We can add $25 to that, and at the end of the month, one person has a chance of winning that bingo prize fund, and they can do it whatever they want. It can go to charity, it can go into their own fucking pockets, it can be split between them and charity. If they really want to, they can fucking give it to DSP, but I wouldn't encourage it. But if Profit wins, he's giving it to DSP apparently. That's fucking what he says anyway. But yeah, it's a case of, whoever marble wins that fucking race at the end of the month will get that bingo prize fund. But if you want to have a chance of winning that bingo prize fund, you've got to make sure that you've left a comment on a community post, which is linked in the description of this live stream. If you've not done that yet, you've got until the end of the month to have a chance of winning that bingo prize fund. And I think from next month onwards, people have suggested trying to do different levels and tiers for different prizes, so it's not just one person winning everything. Some people have tried to suggest ideas of first, second, and third place. So second place will get a lesser prize, and third place will get an even smaller prize. We can see how we feel about that. I guess we'll test the waters with that next month. But for this month anyway, winner takes all. One person will be a very lucky person. Their marble will have to beat all the other marbles to try and get that bingo prize. But yeah, there's a variety of ways for us to get free spaces as well on the bingo card you see. For example, if Phil snorts or burps 10 times before he starts recording for his shitey react content, that gives us a free space. And if we get 100 likes on this bingo stream before we finish playing bingo, not only is that a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate 100 likes. And yeah, I think I've covered all
And we only got 60 of those to go.
Oh, we've got 40 likes already, buddy.
Sounds good.
You guys always bring the likes with you, you guys are always bringing delivering likes. As soon as you guys are involved, there's likes all over the goddamn place. We might get 200 likes today thanks to you two guys, so who knows? And it could be crucial for a full
You never know,
house.
you're lucky in a big city. Yep.
Okay, anyway, before we even begin bingo, I think there's only one thing left for me to do, and that is of course to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
And on that note, I guess we're ready to start the bingo, so good luck everybody. Here we fucking go. Anything you want to say before we start?
Yes, what do we do with a drunken sailor is the theme of the shirt for today.
So let's just mute that motherfucker right now.
Here we go.
Good morning, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Level 1 podcast. It is Sunday, the 21st of April, 2024, and you know what that means. Sunday is React Day. Today, I take a step back from gameplay, and instead, we react to all kinds of fun stuff. A variety of clips as submitted by the members and viewers on my DSP versus the Internet show on DSP Reacts.
Bustin' makes me feel good.
Later on tonight, my Retro React weekly event where I watch back my old gameplay from many, many years ago in the old style over on DSP Throwback, and that's going to be the continuation of the Walking Dead Telltale game Season 1. finishing up episode 2 and starting up episode 3. So, I hope you're all in a good mood, and I hope that you are enjoying your weekends. If not, well, hopefully this show could do something.
Is that a years ago story? Him talking about the throwback stuff and him talking about the game?
Yeah, I would count that as a years ago story because he's going over his old playthrough. So yeah, that's a years ago story.
Yeah.
3 down, 22 to go.
Something about that. This will be a much more laid back show, meaning the last day or two, I had specific interesting topics that I really needed to hit upon and talk about. Today, not so much. Today, I do want to do just a little bit of catch up on everything that's going on all of my channels so everyone knows. But for the most part, today is a more chill day where we can have conversation. I can maybe do some suggestion box stuff. It's really up.
Oh, fuck me, not a suggestion box.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, God. Misa's wondering, does this count as a variation of the black begging shirt?
I kind of want to say it's a combo.
It's close to it.
Well, it's little anchors. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wankers wearing anchors. Yeah, exactly.
Nice shirt, 25 cents.
Fuck me. It's yeah, I'll count that as a black begging shirt. Why not? It's a stylized black begging shirt.
I know there's. What is it supposed to be? Is that mushrooms? Is that supposed to be like anchors, or is that butt plugs? I don't know what type of shirt that is.
Anchors. They're anchors.
They look like butt plugs to me.
Well, that says a lot about your tastes and likes. So each to their own.
Cat, can we get a verification if they're butt plugs? Cat and R2. Cat.
Nope, she's not there. She's not there. She's gone. We don't know where she is. There's a mystery.
Oh.
Check the thumbnail.
She's dead.
She's not been seen for a long time, which is impressive considering the size of her. No one's seen her for a long time. Just think about that. It's like trying to hide the Great Wall of China.
Well, she's in Argentina. The internet's slow there, so you know.
But she can't be in Argentina. The country's too thin to contain her. Have you not seen a map?
I have. I have friends from Argentina.
Congratulations.
They like big, beefy women.
You have friends in Argentina?
Fuck you and your friends.
Thank you.
Yeah, fuck you and your friends.
And how we're feeling.
We're just losers. We don't have friends.
Exactly. That's the way it fucking goes.
Well, it's no wonder you don't have any friends.
I feel
true friend can be truly honest.
I feel like I got a fucking sound thing for everything right now. I feel like I'm too powerful.
And have conversation. I can maybe do some suggestion box stuff. It's really up to the audience and how we're feeling here. Okay. So today's a much more cool day. Yesterday was an incredibly warm day here in Washington. It was in the 70s Fahrenheit with full sun most of the day, which meant it was very hot in here. And that was quite interesting trying to balance that with playing Elden Ring. But
it was interesting trying to balance it being a warm day with playing Elden Ring. I don't understand why that would be a factor. Like, guys, it's cloudy outside. That's going to fucking change the way I do bingo. I'm gonna have a challenge for fucking playing bingo because the clouds are out and it's a bit of rain today, you know. So I'm just saying this might be a fucking derailed bingo stream because it's slightly cloudy with a chance of rain.
Oh my god, it's so sunny outside. The sun, I can't look at the sun. It's ruining everything. It's making me not talk a lot.
God no.
It's nighttime here. Thank you and good night.
Well, technically it's morning for you. There we go. What time is it again for you, D-Dog? Just remind us how crazy and strange you are.
It's 20 minutes to 5 on the hour, and you're listening to WPIG with Dingo and the Baby.
This ain't WPIG. There's no big, massive, four-headed fucking DJ here. It's only me.
Well, if it's
we're the morning crew, aren't we?
I mean, true. Yeah, I guess you're definitely a morning crew. That's what I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say it really depends on how you look at it, though, because in my time it's like 1:41 p.m. So it's like either the afternoon or the early morning. It depends on who you ask, really.
Time zones are a bastard, aren't they? I think that's a
they're a bitch.
Time zones
they're
are
a big
fucking awful. Bitch. The daylight savings is atrocious.
We should just have one set time for the whole entire fucking planet. We're all at fucking 7:41 p.m. at night, alright? The British dictate the time for the world. That's it settled.
We'll go with your time.
Darish fact, apparently there's 27 hours on Mars, so when they start moving there, what the hell's going to happen next?
Who fucking cares?
Exactly.
Now it's cooler. I'm like, nice relaxing air is coming in my window and everything, which is really, really nice.
But it's going to be hot.
So, I hope you're all ready for some chill reacting fun in the cooler weather. But before we get to that, I think what we should do is we should catch up on all the stuff that I'm currently working on so you guys know exactly where we are. And then we'll rush through the schedule quickly here so you know exactly what to expect in the next week. Because this week, we have 2 streams that we have to figure out. We have to figure out what we want to do.
Only 2 streams,
Tuesday
that's
night,
it?
Wednesday night.
Thank you, God.
And we have options. We really do. We have open options of things to do. And I'm curious what you guys think would be the best options for those days. And so I want to talk about that this morning, obviously, and so we get a little bit more guidance. We only have 2 days to figure this out. All right. Anyway, so what's going on with all of my playthroughs and everything? Well, first of all, the return to Elden Ring run started at part 39, and the funny part about it was I accidentally had the return part also be called part 39. So for like,
how the hell is that meant to be funny? I don't understand.
Like, you could say a coincidence. Like, it's a coincidence, but it's not funny.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And
What's so funny about 39?
I mean, it's nothing. It's a shite number. There's nothing,
It's a nothing burger.
special about it. It's like fucking 3 times for fucking 13. Wow. That's about it. That's the only special thing about it. Apparently, Banana Jones has given us a weather update. By the way, it's 55 degrees Fahrenheit in Renton. He was bitching about it being like 52 to 53 Fahrenheit like 2 to 3 weeks ago. And also, Crash Override has a correction for you, D-Dog. Mars Day is 25 hours.
Oh, it's 25. I thought it was 27.
Your Derek facts were wrong.
My bad.
So, you know, it's
Yeah.
shocking. You think you can call yourself a fucking Derek. Unreal.
a week and a half, I had 2 part 39s in this playthrough and no one noticed. And then it was like a few days ago.
No one cared. That's why. No one noticed.
I don't give a
Nobody cared.
fuck.
Who fucking cares?
Boss.
Oh my god. Nobody fucking cared. That's why. Nobody noticed. Because nobody's watching.
On this podcast, someone was like, hey, Phil, you aware you have 2 number 39s? I was like, wait, what? And I looked, I was like, oh, oops. So I retitled them like part 1, part 2 or something like that. So that people would know. If you're watching the playlist, you know, you'll watch it in order and you won't miss that part. But primarily, since I've been back to Elden Ring for about, what is it, about 2 weeks now, roughly 2.5 weeks, there's been some interesting stuff. For example, there's stuff that I am absolutely positively melting with this glintstone magic build that I've been using, whether it's the actual glintstone sorceries themselves, or it is now the Dark Moon Greatsword, which I got by completing Ronnie's questline, and I leveled it all the way up to plus 10. Those, you know, swapping between those two has been quite good in taking out the denizens of the Lands Between. However,
is that why you
there have been some instances.
died 7 times, or could have been 15 times with that stupid dragon yesterday?
I think
it was so boring watching him play.
Didn't he rage quit?
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, he rage quit after also overtime.
Yeah, let me find it for you guys. I actually tuned in. Well, I caught the very end of the stream, and he rage quit it because I said the boss was cheating. So let me find it, guys. Let me find it for you. We can catch the end of it if he still has it from your. Yeah, he does. Yeah, shut up, stream. Hold on, let's go to the very end. It goes about here. Hold on.
It was like the Star Wars frogs all over again.
Frogs. Let me just rewind it to about here. We'll just kind of watch the last like few seconds of it. So here, he's fighting this boss, and he's called Dragon Lord Placidus, Placidus Sax, whatever strange fucking name. And yeah, Phil claims this boss cheats. Let's see for ourselves.
Not bad.
Apparently it teleports behind you and you can't do anything about it. It goes invisible and then it reappears behind you. It smacks it in the ass. Oh, he's doing well. He might win this fight. Let's speed this up.
Not bad at all.
So you can see where it's going. Like when it moves a bit like that, you can see where it goes. He didn't move it away in time. He got it away that time.
I couldn't see him. But now I'm even implementing the meteor in there and it's working.
Wow, so that's why he's complaining, because he wasn't looking where the fucking dragon was. He was looking at the ground. But he wasn't looking where the dragon was. Let's see one more time. And the guy's just like that. Like fucking surprised, bitch.
Oh man, there's something huge missing from my life.
He says it fucking teleported behind him. He wasn't even looking at the dragon to see what it was. He was too busy looking at the ground. And it comes along and just fucking, you know, surprised bitch right in his face.
I couldn't see him. But now I'm even implementing the meteor in there and it's working, and then he just needs to kill me anyway because I can't see him or hear him. Yep. Alright. We're close, and you know I'm going to do it. Now you can see I'm actually implementing the meteor, which is great. If I had done it on the first stun, I probably would have done even more damage. Like the first stun that he got downed, I was right next to him. I probably would just impaled his body with meteors, but all right. Next time we do it, nothing you can do here. Game cheated. Literally, that's cheating. It just goes invincible. He goes invisible, makes me run, and then just appears behind me invisibly and insta-kills me. I needed to be able to see him to stop that. I can't. So, next time we'll do it. And then we continue on with Farum Azula. All right, guys. Well, thank you. I hope you enjoyed. And it's definitely a different run, which I'm still enjoying it. I'm still enjoying it. I had a good time. And I'm looking forward to beating this guy next time and continuing on. Man, see, looking at this and seeing how resistant he is to magic.
And blah, blah, blah. This is still part of the fucking recording, by the way. This is part of this recorded end for the fucking video. The boss cheats. If I can teleports behind you and you can't do anything about it, apparently. He called the game cheating.
Well, also, he only made it $2 because he made $54 in the pre-stream and he's at $56. So he only made $2 for the whole entire stream.
Yeah, and in case anyone's not been keeping track of things, Phil's not had a bit of chance to wear a hat in 6 streams in a row now. He's gotten to wear gunner glasses in his last 5 streams, but there's been no hat. But yeah, it's been a long time since he was able to put something in his head. And it's getting cold in Renton. What's he fucking doing now?
Yeah.
He's doing a poll. What should Tuesday's late stream be? Game Pass, Hangout, or Fightcade setup? I mean, I think I speak for everyone.
Do 5K.
I hope to God he's not gonna do the fucking Game Pass one because he's gonna pick mostly indie games that he doesn't give a shit about.
I think Fightcade's gonna win that. I think Fightcade will win that poll, but I guess we'll
Probably.
see. We'll see soon enough, I guess. Let's catch up to it.
Taking out the denizens of the lands between. However, there have been some instances where things in my first run that were actually quite simple for me have become way more complicated. So for example, my first run, for those who don't remember 2 years ago, was primarily based on melee weapons.
Oh, who cares? If Phil says boss 5 times, we get a free space, by the way. So, yeah, anytime Phil says boss, I'm pressing that button and we can count it as 1 towards a free, 5 of them gets a free space.
I got my
and
hand
after
ready.
I kind of got to the end game meta, I was using the Reikart's, what was it called? Like the Bastard Blade or something like that. Blasphemous Blade. It was the sword that you get when you kill Reikart, which is, or when you use Reikart's soul, excuse me, to make a weapon. And that weapon, number 1, just does great damage with a certain build, but also has a special ability. You slam it down and this flame comes out of the ground, and if it hits the enemy, it absorbs health. So you get health back while you're using this attack, plus it does insane damage. So I remember either it was me jump R2ing the entire game, meaning jump heavy attack, because jumping attacks in Elden Ring are incredibly overpowered, and you can use them to dominate the game. It was either that, or it was me using this blade. Okay, that was really the end game meta that I was using. So now in this run, now that I'm a magician, it is so different. Can I use this Dark Moon Blade as a melee weapon? Yes, I can. And it even has a projectile that it could throw that's really damaging. But for the most part, I'm based on ranged. I have to stay away from enemies, and I have to try to tag them with various different spells. So in the first run, I had way more trouble with enemies that keep away because I needed to get up in their face and smash them. In this run, enemies that keep away actually aren't a big deal. For the most part, the enemies that keep away, I'm just tossing magic at them, and the magic hones in and hits them, and it's not, a tremendous undertaking to kill those enemies. So, for example, both versions of Astel the Alien were super easy in this run. They just weren't that challenging. But then when you get to other enemies that are more tankish, so to speak, it gets a lot harder. So, for example, in this run, surprisingly enough, the Flame Giant boss was actually way more difficult for me. I had to fight him kind of legit in this run, dodging all of his attacks, finding the openings to use magic, while my original Elden Ring run 2 years ago, I just bullied him. I ran up and smashed his feet with Jump R2 and then used the Blasphemous Blade ability and just demolished him. I think I beat him on the first try, if I remember correctly.
Nope.
So what a difference. And if anything, this shows the genius of From Software. When they make one of these games, they make it so that different builds make the game feel like you're playing a completely different game. I definitely feel like this second run, this Magic run, has felt like the game is a completely different experience.
But isn't that the case for a lot of games? Like, for example, Baldur's Gate 3. Isn't that the case for that as well? We can fucking, depending on your attributes, you can play the game in a variety of different ways, and you use different skills to fucking have different outcomes and different ways to solve. Yeah, a lot of games have that core mechanic. Fallout, for fuck's sake, has that.
Yeah, it's like games like Fallout, Baldur's Gate 3, even games like indie titles out there. Like a good game, for example, would be like Dead Cells, like roguelike games. It heavily depends on what weapon you pick and how you deal with it. It's heavily depending on that one, but Phil likes to say that it's just mostly for FromSoft games.
I like Grady.
No, World of Warcraft, Guild Wars, last Epoch that I'm playing right now. Yeah, it's. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Does he have any idea?
So Grady says that he's such a good magician, he makes his girlfriends disappear. Well, Liana did, and the cat's not been seen for a long time.
Yes.
He's like the world's fucking lamest magician with a strange hairline. But yeah, Phil was just fucking pretending this is like a very special thing for Souls games. It's so weird.
From my first one 2 years ago. That's great. And I think that was one of the major shortcomings of Sekiro. While everyone else was praising Sekiro as Game of the Year, I was like, how can you praise this game as Game of the Year? It's the most limited FromSoft game ever made. There's literally no reason for a second run. You're going to use the same sword, the same weapons and abilities. You can't do a different scenario. I don't understand why people like this game so much. But with typical FromSoft games like Elden Ring, you get the opportunity to go back and replay. And that's cool. So I'm really liking it. But now what's happening is I'm approaching the end of the game. And as I'm approaching the end of the game, I'm facing some of the hardest stuff, and this stuff is kicking my butt. For example, Godskin Duo. Yeah, Godskin Duo took about an hour to beat. I had to figure out a way to try to lure them towards me so they would walk into area of effect spells.
We have our first bingo of the game because he touched his face.
Burger.
5 in a row.
Yay.
That's concerning.
Good start.
Hey, yay.
Wrong start to the card so far. Viga's doing quite well here. We're doing well.
Oh, and also we got a free
We also
space.
got 10 snorts.
Oh yeah, we got a free space already. So remember, we're at 1 boss so far. 4 more bosses, and we get a free space for that as well. It's looking good. Everything's looking. It's coming up Millhouse. You know what, as the saying goes.
36 more likes to go, peeps.
Like, before he goes on about the whole thing with Sekiro, it's like, that's the only thing I will actually agree with Phil, though, because Sekiro was very limited, though. You don't build anything. You don't get multiple weapons. You're still stuck with the one sword and the grappling arm. That's the only thing that you're stuck with. But this is what we're talking about here.
A lot of games are like that where it's like limited, replayability. L.A. Noire is a great example I can think of. Yes, it was a definitely unique game, quite revolutionary, you know what I mean? They've done the best they could with the game, and it's a great game to play. But it's not got replayability, in my opinion.
I mean, you could say that there's replayability if you're going for all the achievements in the game.
True,
like 100%
yeah.
completionist run. That's
Exactly.
the only exception to the rule.
True, very true, yeah. But in terms of like just fucking playing the game, like you know the story. For L.A. Noire is a very easy example to use because the story kind of just stays. It's not as if the story will change much over time. You can change the way you kind of go about, completing cases and who you interview and all that shit. But it doesn't change the outcome though. So yeah, but yeah, it's very limited in that regard. You know what I mean? But Sekiro as well, to an extent, I agree. If it's not got a lot of flexibility and a lot of ways to kind of just change how you approach it, I can understand that complaint for sure.
And then they die and they come back. They actually have to kill 2 Godskin Duos, which is pretty nuts. So it's pretty challenging of a fight, especially when you're basically very squishy. Meaning, I don't have high damage resistance. They poke me, and I lose more than half my life to one hit. So they can literally go hit with a quick combo, and I'm instantly dead. So it's rough right now in certain boss fights. Yesterday, I had to fight the Placidusax secret boss. And I remember in my first run, yeah, it was challenging, but I just ran up and I smashed them, right? In this run, you can't do that. In this run, I'm trying to find my openings to cast spells between his magic, which can interrupt my magic and actually screw me over. And, you would think, oh, just nuke him with a nuke spell. You can't. You try to do it and you get interrupted. And again, I take so much damage. 2 hits and I'm dead. And in fact, I fought Placidusax for an hour yesterday. Now listen, I like the fight. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying what a difference between different builds, how the game completely changes. I went tit for tat with him. I was actually doing quite well. I was finding openings where I can do the meteor spell and hit him for big damage in between some of his attacks. I get down to the very end of the fight. He has maybe 10% health left. I only need like 1 more volley of attacks. This guy's dead. And then he does his Hail Mary. For those who don't know, at the end of the fight with Placidusax, he has 2 attacks that he does. First, the whole arena lights up with lightning. And then he disappears and he flies around you and comes down with an instant kill swipe. And then when he lands, he charges up and does this crazy laser beam attack all over the screen. And it's very reminiscent of like a Godzilla movie with like King Ghidorah spraying his laser beams all over the place. It's really neat. So I had him this time. I knew if he landed, I was going to win. He basically didn't do his right animation. Like he has an animation where he's supposed to show this cloud going around the arena so you know where he is. And then he swoops down, you dodge his attack. He's open for a few seconds. It didn't, like the animation never showed up.
You never looked for it, Phil. You were too busy staring at the ground for all the lightning on the ground to appear. You took your eyes off the boss. We seen that. The only time you started looking for the fucking dragon is when he was like fucking 2 feet from you, storming towards you at 1,000 miles per hour. Like, you didn't look for the clouds. And you're saying the game cheated because you forgot to keep an eye out for the boss. By the way, we're 2 bosses away from a free space.
Looking all around like, where the fuck is it? And the next thing I know, he's behind me and insta-kills me. So it is what it is. But I mean, that's what I mean. Like, that wasn't even a concern, a big deal in my first run. In my first run, I was so tankish and just so brute force-ish that I didn't even care if I got hit by that or not. In this run, it's like every little thing matters. You got to dodge perfectly and everything. So, yeah, I'm enjoying the second run. And the thing is, we're getting near the end of the game now. So we've got Placidus Axe. We've got, I believe, the conclusion of Firmazula, which is Malekith, which I don't know how that's going to go. Again, it could be another fight that's very weird because certain fights that I thought would be tough weren't, like the Moog fight, which I beat him on the second try by nuking him with the Comet spell. So I wonder, I wonder what's going to happen. Can I nuke Malekith, or is he going to be a tank or very agile, and then I have to kind of like play a different game? I don't know. We'll have to see. But we're nearing the end, and people are actually saying I have options. I can either go right back to the capital city and beat the whole game, and then you don't have to end it. You can actually choose to continue on. So after you beat all the final bosses, you can go back to the northern frozen area, and then I can go to the
one more
and do that if I want. So I got to think about it. I'm thinking probably 1 to 2 more streams until I get to Haley Tree, and then decide if I want to do Haley Tree. I don't know. The rate I'm going, it seems like people are asking me if they want me to do it.
1 more boss. Come on.
Glub, glub, glub.
The good news is we are in position for the DLC. So whether or not we do Haley Tree and I actually fight Millennia again, we're ready to go. We can quit at any time that we feel that it's appropriate, and then we can just wait for June and then start the DLC. So mission accomplished in that regard, but people are still liking it and wanting me to go a little further, so we'll see what happens, okay? So that's what's going on with the Elden Ring playthrough. Street Fighter. Let's talk a little bit about this. So I returned to Street Fighter 6
if it says
about
boss
2
one
weeks
more
ago
time,
because I wanted to bring variety back to my stream.
if it says boss one more time between now and the stream, I'm going to count it, okay? It just needs to say boss one more time. We've got 4.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool,
that
cool,
should
cool.
be like a thing with it.
1 more boss. That's all we need, just 1 more.
Boss.
And that's us got a fucking free space. We already have 2 free. Well, sorry, we have 1 free space already with the Snorts. And yeah, if we get 100 likes, that's a second free space. If we get all these, well, 1 more boss, that's a 3rd free space. So going well so far.
So I returned.
Well, we're at 69 likes.
Oh,
Nice.
that's an interesting number.
About 2
Very
weeks ago,
much so.
because I wanted to bring variety back to my streams, and people were craving fighting games, and notably, Street Fighter was the game that I had had the most progress in. So people had wanted to see me play more, and so I have, and I've done pretty much all casual play, and I've called out, how I.
And it's boring as shit. I'm going 1.5. The Street Fighter talk is always a fucking. But just fucking. It's like having an aneurysm. I feel like fucking listening to you and talk about Street Fighter. Fuck me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Done in the casual play sets and things like that. But now finally on Friday I went back to ranked play with Blanca. And
Who
I guess
fucking
what I'm doing is getting back in the swing of things of playing the game at a more competitive level. And on Friday I did pretty good. When I went to ranked, I got 17 wins and 10 losses, a 6.
He's reading from his phone. People are wondering, like Misa's wondering, is he reading from a script? He is reading his phone because somebody sent him his stats. Some
That's most of the case.
Yeah, one wee random fan says, "Here, Phil, here's your wins and losses from Friday." And who fucking cares? Honestly, who the fuck cares?
Level. And on Friday I did pretty good. When I went to ranked, I got 17 wins and 10 losses, a 63% win-loss ratio, and ended up at a master points level of 1,540 points. Interestingly enough, I actually was 1,526 when I had stopped playing back in like January. So when they reset, it actually reset my ranking and erased some of my points. The highest I've ever ended a session at was 1,549, but I actually at one point, I want to say I was up to 1,600 and I just lost a ton. And I lost all those points. So I've always hovered around 1,500 with Blanca as I played in rank. So Blanca, doing good in ranked, looking forward to more. But now that I played with Blanca for 2 straight sessions, I feel like we need to continue on with other characters. And my next goal for Street Fighter 6 is to get back into the swing of things with Zangief, who I really like, but sadly is just not good in this game. He's very low tier. But I like the character. I want to mess around with him. I want to get him to master rank. Out of all the characters that I've used in Street Fighter 6, Blanca, Lily, Dalsim, and Honda, all of them hit master. Zangief was the only character that I never really dedicated enough time to get him to master rank. He is so hard to use in this game, especially against these rushdown characters. So we'll see. I think what I need to do is I got to practice some more in casual play, and then I need to study some tech. I'm going to have to watch some videos and things to try to get some strategies down against these faster characters and see what happens. But I want.
Remember, he has no time to watch a 2-minute tutorial on trying to set up Fightcade on his micro mini PC or whatever. He has time to watch like 2 hours or 3 hours of fucking Zangief fighting game content. But he hasn't got 2 minutes to look up a tutorial on setting up Fightcade.
Tutorial.
Yeah.
Or barely watch episode 6 of Fallout, but anyway, because of boobies.
Brothers.
Oh
wanna see
no,
if I can make that.
oh no, titties.
Yeah.
God, I'm fresh off still. Like I endured Metal Gear Solid 3. This is how you don't play. the other day on Broadside Phil stream, and god damn, you kind of forget how obnoxious Phil was about Eva in that game. It was just, you forget how much of a crass sexist piece of shit he was in that game, particularly towards Eva. And it's like, holy shit, Phil. Rein it in. Not even Derek is that fucking thirsty.
Watching videos and things to try to get some strategies down against these faster characters and see what happens. But I want to see if I can make that climb to master. Now, I don't know if they reset all the rankings, and what I mean by that is, when I was using Zangief, let me find the ranking here. I was actually at Diamond 3-star. Like, that's where I left at, Diamond 3-star level on PS5. I'd actually played and played my placement matches, and they put me into mid-diamond. And I actually did pretty good. That session I'd done, let's see here, 29 wins and 25 losses, so I had a positive win-loss ratio back when I had done that. But then, I never played again with him in rank, so I don't know what happened. They did say they hit reset, but did they only hit reset on the master ranks, or did that reset every ranking? I don't know. Because if they hit reset, does that mean I'm down to, like, regular 1-star diamond? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know.
Log in
I really
and
don't
find
know how
out.
that works. I guess we'll have to see when I play again on Monday night with Zangief, but I think I'm just gonna do casual play to start to get back to the swing of things with the character. So Street Fighter 6, I'm getting back into it. You know, with my characters, I'll probably continue to do that. And then whenever Akuma comes out, they said spring. Now it's been spring for a month. It'll still be spring for 2 more months. That gives them 2 more months to put Akuma out. I feel May is the month. I really do. I think that May they're gonna put out Akuma, and then they're gonna start teasing the season 2 changes that they're going to do, which likely will happen at some point during the summer, I would think.
Who fucking cares?
So, yes, I think that Street Fighter is going swimmingly, and we will continue to play that. Now, other playthroughs that I'm doing, right? Alone in the Dark concluded this week, or last week, so we're good with that. It's done. I like the game, by the way, but overall, it was overpriced and actually just dipped in price. If you're interested, I think it's only 40 bucks now. What other games am I playing? Helldivers 2, which was your choice that I played this game, and I've hit level, I think, 17 now.
All your
I've unlocked
fault.
quite a few great stratagems, like I'm using things such as the autocannon gun, the orbital laser, the 500 kilogram bomb, among others, and these are really good, and I'm starting to get much better at the game now, and really contribute to helping my team. While at first, those first week 2 where I was playing, was just me kind of flubbing it, and just kind of being carried by everybody, but now I'm actually significantly contributing to the team effort. The streams seem to do good. Like, when I play the game, people seem to come out, they engage, they have a good time. The on-demand videos do not do good for this game. Alright, just gonna make this clear, like, for example, I played it, what, 2 days ago? Yeah, no, it was yesterday, right? I played it yesterday. And, no, I played it 2 days ago. It was Friday. See, I'm even losing track of what day each day is. And so I played it Friday, and some of the videos from Friday don't even have 300 views yet. And it's been days. It's like, I don't really think that this game catches on with the audience, on demand anyway.
So you're gonna drop it then? Like you fucking did to fucking, you know, that other game you played in Game Pass recently? Even though it done well for you on stream?
Or Harry Halibut.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harold Halibut, yeah. The one game that gave him a lot of money.
That game had better views on demand though. Like, Phil dropped it because he says, oh, that nobody was really watching it. It has better numbers. Like, here's Harold Halibut done here, okay? 1.5k, 614, 659. And then you look at older videos like Killdivers 510, 434, The Daily Crap 510. You got Elden Ring's doing well. Elden Ring's also doing well, not surprising there. Helldivers here, 610. You know, what about the, fuck me man, Street Fighter, 483 views. Helldiver again, 603. It took 11 days for him to get like over, to get like 854 views. 700, but Harold Halibut was 4 days ago. And it's got the same kind of numbers as Helldivers has from like almost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, when he first started playing it or so.
Aye, the most recent numbers as well.
Yeah, because
Jesus man, look at these numbers. They're awful, these numbers.
Harold Halibut, the game did most of the work. It's mostly storyline. He hardly does anything in it, so
Even Elden Ring.
that's why people are watching. Yeah.
18 hours ago, Elden Ring, 236 views. That is surprisingly shite for him. Fuck me,
Yeah,
man.
because nobody cares.
But yeah, but and in the same time, Barrett Wells' animated incident in 18 hours had 2.6k views. Just let that sink in.
Weird, because when I play it on stream, people do come out to watch me play it on stream. So it makes me scratch my head, like, what is it that people really want? Even Street Fighter 6 gets more views than the Helldivers stuff. But it's weird because people wanted me to play Helldivers for 2 months, so I did it, and then they don't watch it on demand. I don't know. I can't really explain it. But I will say this, you know, the streams do well. So I'm not disappointed. As long as the streams continue to do well, I'll keep it in the rotation for the...
But Baldur's Gate 3 done well, but he complained it was killing his channel.
Yeah.
The streams done fantastically for him every time and delivered every time.
Yeah.
Fuck's that noise in the background?
And they're going to be doing a Baldur's Gate 4 and Original Sin 3.
Somebody just have a
Oh,
fucking,
but also... I was gonna say, keep this in mind as well. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, the game that did not give him a lot of tips and a lot of support, and yet he loves that game. But yet it's Baldur's Gate 3 it's killing him.
It's crazy. It really is. Phil's logic and rationale changes every single stream for what is fucking important for him. And I say, it does well on stream, so it doesn't matter. But that's only for that game. This game, if it does well on stream but nothing else, then it's a problem.
Like, when it comes to Phil giving like really weird opinions and just really bad takes, like he was saying that there's more to lose with casual play than ranked play in fucking Street Fighter 6. He thought that casual play was better. When there's more better risk with it. I'm like, no.
His audience a liar. Someone in his chat had the opinion that they prefer ranked gameplay in Street Fighter. Phil's response was literally to call that person a liar for having an opinion that says they prefer ranked gameplay. That is fucking unhinged as hell.
Pretty much, because if his opinion doesn't agree with Phil, then immediately you're wrong.
It's fucking insanity. How the fuck do we put up with this shit?
Foreseeable future.
Like
okay.
On you go.
No, I was gonna say Phil is like the type of person, if you tell him that your favorite food is Mexican food, he'll tell you, he's like, no, Italian food is supreme. And it's like, dude, I agree with you. Italian food is good, but I prefer Mexican food more. And he'll be the type of guy, it's like, you're wrong for having a different opinion than me. Get fucked. Bad.
Pretty much, yeah.
Streams do well. So I'm not
And then 2 minutes later say, oh, all opinions are matter. You know, that's what makes a great conversation.
Yep, agreed.
He's a cunt.
Shit on demand, I don't know. I can't really explain it, but I will say this, the streams do well. So I'm not disappointed. As long as the streams continue to do well, I'll keep it in the rotation for the foreseeable future. Okay?
Then why mention it?
We got Street Fighter, we got Helldivers, we got Elden Ring. Okay? That's pretty much the consistent schedule at this point. Now, I have, every once in a while, tossed in a stream of Star Wars Battlefront, which we played last night again. And let me tell you, this game has now been out for about a month. This game is a disaster. I don't foresee them ever making this game better. I think that this game is always going to be broken, and I don't think they really care, quite honestly. I really don't. I don't feel like the makers of the game really give a shit about improving it. They acted like they did at first, because of course when it came out and it was so broken, there was all this negative press all over the internet about it. So they started to, oh, we're gonna fix it, we're so sorry. They really haven't. It's been a whole month now. I played it last night. Everyone's still teleporting around. It's still impossible to really be a sniper because the enemies are all over the place juddering. The hit detection is laggy as hell. You're shooting someone and the hits don't register, or they register super late. I still issues with the servers. And yesterday I mixed it up. I actually played Battlefront 2 for the first hour, and then I went back to Battlefront 1. And the major difference between the two that I've seen is that Battlefront 1 seems to have longer matches. Like the matches just last a hell of a lot longer. They were lasting 20-30 minutes as opposed to Battlefront 2 where it was like 5-10 minutes tops. So I think they made Battlefront 2 a faster paced game. And to some extent Battlefront 1 is a lot more fun because of that. But again, when the game is so wonky and nothing is really legit, it's hard to really get into it. Like I'm trying to get into, I want to use rockets to kill people, and then I shoot the rocket and it explodes next to someone and they don't take any damage. Like what? Are you trying to snipe and you fire and the body goes like it's jittering all over the place? You can't play this game, So it's, when I play it, I'm just messing around. Like I'm not taking it seriously. And last night, once again, that kind of worked. Just messing around, we were having silly conversations and fun and interacting that way, and it seemed to work fine. So I think every once in a while, if we just have like a random night with nothing going on and people want to see me do something truly random, then I could play Battlefront. But I don't think that Battlefront is going to be anything consistent or expect.
As long as tips are coming, he's going to keep playing it.
And that's the thing too. It's like he said that it was fixed. Like he played the first time, said it was broken. Then later on, he said that, oh, it's fixed, guys. I could confirm. I played it off stream because I wanted to see how it would run, and it's doing better. And then all of a sudden, he plays it again. Oh, it's broken. Oh, it's not fixed. Which is it? Is it fixed or is it not fixed?
It depends on. Oh, who fucking cares?
And he actually but he actually got some decent amount of money when he played it the second time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The third time, not that much.
Oh, both times. The first 2 times he played it, because I remember he's kind of commit to a whole day for playing Star Wars, which wasn't it a day stream at first? Yeah, 101 buckaroos.
It was a day stream at first.
That is there. I think it's this one here from the 15th of March.
15th, yeah, the day after it came out.
Yep, and he was going to play it at night, but he said he's like, nah, the game's broken. Even though I got $100, the game's broken. Let's do a Q&A stream instead. $39.
I think that was the same.
Yeah.
I think that was the same Q&A stream where he's like, I like games like Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger.
And then he binged on Baldur's Gate 3 and Like a Dragon because he had to get through them desperately. And then he fucking got back to Star Wars, played it in a night stream, $138. 2 streams, 2 hack goals, he's doing quite well. And feels like the game's broken. But for some reason I like playing it.
Yeah, and that was also the same stream. The second one was the same stream where he was like saying that, oh no, Will Smith's music sucks. J-Lo and Will Smith sound the same.
Oh, fuck me, man.
No, I remember
Phil,
that,
the fucking
yeah.
music expert, because he's fucking the Simon Cowell of fucking DSP fucking game and whatever. Here's the poll results, by the way, for what the fans think Phil should do in Tuesday late stream. Fight Kid set up won with 47%. There was 314 votes. Quite high numbers for votes compared to what Phil usually gets, by the way. So 47% want the Fight Kid setup, 35% said Game Pass night, only 16% said they wanted a hangout session. So will Phil listen to his audience and do the Fight Kid setup on Tuesday night? I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Nope. He's going to call it like Bully.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call it like nope. Troll element.
150 detractors came in here and fucking voted for the Fight Kid because of fucking mentally ill trolls. I'm gonna fucking make the executive decision to fucking have a hangout stream instead. Fuck you guys.
Yep.
Wait, what was the lowest one again?
What was what?
Which one was the lowest one again?
Hangout
I just
stream.
want to double check.
Hangout session. 16%.
Hangout stream.
Yeah, so 314 votes. Fight Kid.
Yeah, so he's gonna
47%.
do the hangout stream.
Yeah.
What he
That's
usually
what it's
does
gonna
a
be.
lot. He does it quite a lot though. Well, he'll have a poll up, and then all of a sudden he won't do the top winning one, and then the second one he's like, "Okay, we're doing this poll again." The other one wins. Well, I'm not going to do that. We're going to do the one that nobody really asked for.
The detractors keep
Yep,
skewing
Bully
the
and Red
results,
Dead
dude.
Redemption.
Yeah.
Yep.
No fucking redemption there, that's for sure.
Yep.
Thank you very much to the super chat here from Joel L. Tractor, who says a 25-year-old game has trouble running on modern hardware. Phil monetarily affected.
He's truly affected. He's crying downstairs with the cat.
Pretty much, yeah. He's bitching
If we
away
get-
about Star Wars, but obviously the massive servers are a big issue to try and run smoothly.
If we get 100 likes on Joel's tip there, can we get another free space?
That's never going to happen.
Just
Go for
saying.
it. Yeah, go for it. That's not going to happen. Go for it.
You can never say there's never going to happen. It might happen.
It's called reverse psychology, dumbass.
I know that.
And this is why I kept quiet.
Yeah, for fuck's
Yeah.
sake. Oh yeah, I mean, no pressure on the stream chat or anything, you know what I mean? But fucking, D-Dog put you in a fucking spot there to try and deliver a likes on that super chat, so there you go. Anyway, let's get on with the bingo.
Front. But I don't think that Battlefront is going to be anything consistent or expected in the schedule to be played at any kind of a recurring level. It's just kind of a thing to squeeze in because it's such bugged out. What a mess and what a ripoff. And it's just the state of modern gaming. That these companies just want to put out games. They don't give a shit what the quality is. They just want to make a buck. They're riding on nostalgia. They're riding on all kinds of different things to try to fool you into spending money on something that sucks.
Could have bought the original, Phil. It works fine.
I was gonna say,
So it is
sounds
what it is.
familiar. Sounds like Phil
I'm not
streams.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's got one to talk about fucking charging people for things. He got, hold on. This is fucking, hold on. You guys remember what Phil was like during the Street Fighter stream during the week on the 16th? So the 16th of April we played Street Fighter and he was given a whole bunch of money and he hit all 3 tip goals pretty much almost before gameplay began. He got a lot of support up front.
Mm-hmm.
He refused to wear the
What up,
hat
Armand?
and vest because he was too busy playing the game. And he was too busy focusing on the
Yeah.
game. And so even though these are the tip reward goals that he promised his audience for getting the support, he had to go to his audience for demanding he put on the hat and vest even though the goals were already hit. He blamed his audience for fucking that. So I'm playing Street Fighter, I'm concentrating, it's intense gameplay. So yeah, fuck me, man. Phil's want to talk. Phil wants to talk about cash and grab, and basically fucking companies not put an effort. He's the one that doesn't fucking give his audience what they fucking paid for.
Yeah, can we get to the part where he just scams the guy?
Well, you're looking at it right now. Every fucking second you see of his fucking stream, essentially, is him scamming people.
Especially with that face.
Yeah, hang on, let me get a screenshot. Bear with me.
Yeah, look at that face. He's like, I'm gonna scam these people. Licking his fucking lips.
Fucking
Or his teeth.
Salvating and I thought the fucking, blue whale tail Jenny can fucking buy. But this fucking grift.
That's how Ron DeSantis lost the election in Florida when he's lizard tongue.
Right, let's see how it looks.
The tongue
here.
comes out.
There we go. That's a good little screen grab there. Let me just throw that in my members Discord for my members to do unspeakably ungodly things about. And, well, would you?
I'm not gonna make another picture that I made before. I'm not doing that.
So Tacozilla found
Down by the river?
Tacozilla found.
Of course he did.
Yeah. So once again, it's Pexel stuff. Surprisingly enough, it's Pexel. But more Google DeepMind. It's called. I think that's the channel or something. I don't know. And so the caption for this is an artist's animation of artificial intelligence. This video depicts how tools can democratize education and make learning more efficient. It is a who fucking cares. Basically, it's stock. It's stock free to use fucking footage which anyone can use, and Phil thinks he's getting special treatment for somebody making this for him. Fuck me.
So it made me an intro. It's all AI.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, man.
But yeah, you look at the tractors that use AI, they get better uses of AI than Phil does.
Bloody hell. Anyway, let's get on the bingo. Fuck it. This face has been captured. It's on the members Discord if they want to do some things to it. Aviga, you're on there, and as you said, you were bragging about the thing you made before. What was it you made before? Did I show it off?
It was the awesome one.
Hold on. So there is actually a couple of things. Tacozilla made this. Let me just go back to this. So Tacozilla made that.
His was better than mine. That was actually look really good. Like really.
Yeah,
good.
I like that one.
Yeah.
John Carpenter's the thing.
And then, and let's remind everyone what you made again, Aviga.
And then I made this.
Yeah.
Down by the river.
So
I was like, you know what? He's in love with this bear.
So we have Tacozilla, Tacozilla, and then you, Aviga.
It's like creative, and then shitpost.
So third place, second
But it's not
place,
bestiality. He's a druid.
Third place,
I couldn't find a good picture of the bear one though, so this had to work.
I just
that would work better.
It's just he just pasted it in and said done.
Yeah, I did because I was like, oh no, there's penis on this picture. Better use this as a sensor.
Yes. Fuck me. Done. It's like the effort to blend this all smoothly, or whatever, and especially this as well with the color. You know what I mean? With the actual splits and all that.
That's what I'm saying. Tacozilla did like more creative things with those pictures than there's me.
This is first place, though. This is first place. If he gets a guess, so he gets to win the award. You know, this is
I don't get special. Actually, no. The Tacozilla's wins better. His are better than mine. I'll give more full credit to his than mine.
Hey, fucking go. Anyway, let's get on with the bingo.
That this is the future that we wanted for gaming, but it's kind of disappointing. I was hoping Battlefront Collection would be something we could do as a consistent multiplayer game, and it's just become a nightmare. Thank God I started playing Helldivers 2. Seriously. Anyway, so that's really what's going on with my schedule and rotation right now. That, think about that. It's not a lot. Elden Ring is approaching the end, and I'm thinking, within another 1 or 2 weeks, even if we do Halo Tree, that is, we're gonna beat Elden Ring, and then we're ready for the DLC. It goes on hiatus. And obviously, Helldivers 2 and Street Fighter 6 cannot support all my streams. So you might say, well, what's coming? It's a good question. There's a lot coming. There's 2 new games coming up this week.
You're gonna bring the wife out?
I'm trying out as a Game Pass game. The other one,
yeah, that's actually a good point.
Right because
hey, yeah, that's actually a really good point, though. He was telling how he has Elden Ring, he has Street Fighter, and he has Helldivers 2. Nothing to do with his fucking wife streams. We might bring that back up though, but nothing. He said he was.
Nope.
He said he was going to do it in May. He was hoping that it could be done in May or started in May, but he doesn't even bring that up again.
Indefinite hiatus. What are the words that were used, I believe.
It's yeah, that's what the
never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
But then
never gonna happen.
But then it said it can
never
be May,
gonna happen.
Which of course makes you go, it's gonna be May.
It should have been May.
Yeah.
May.
So maybe we'll get it. Who knows? Maybe we'll get it on May the 4th. Who knows? May the 4th be with you, and who knows?
May the 1st. A certain frapping.
No. But don't.
Cat is done. Tummy in pain. She can't do it anymore.
Oh God. Jesus Christ.
Downstairs. Too busy crying.
I'm gonna be fucking crying at this fucking rate. I don't want to think about May the 1st.
Is so popular, and because it's getting an update this week. Okay, so here's what's coming. Let's go through the schedule. Today's React Day. We're gonna have DSP versus the Internet, my clip show, where members of DSP React nominate clips to be watched. I think this week we have 11 Ultra Member clips. No, it's either 10 or 11 Ultra Member clips, and then we have 20 or so standard submission tier clips that we watch in random order that we may or may not get through all of them. So it's a good show. I like the show because it's variety. It's something very different from my normal content, and I enjoy it. So I hope you'll join me for that right now, or I would say right now, but after this podcast ends, we're all going to collectively head over to the DSP React channel. That's youtube.com/@DSP React, and we're going to have a fun show together. I hope you'll swing by. And if not, if you can't make it, hopefully you'll watch the videos on demand over the course of the week as they go live on the channel. Or if you're a channel member over there, you get to watch that archive stream right away. Okay, cool. Now, the other thing I'm doing tonight is the Retro React stream on my DSP Throwback channel, which is youtube.com/@DSP Throwback. It's more of The Walking Dead. The last 2 weeks.
Hold on. Okay, every single time I made this a new thing, I get really irritated every single time he points up at the fucking where the URL is supposed to be. So I The way that I changed that, though, I changed every single time that he's pointing up the URL, that's where the corner demons are at.
He's pointing him out.
Yeah, there's one there, one there, one there, one there.
See, I used to have a points at text. I think I still do have it technically as part of the bingo rotation, him pointing at text. If he spells anything out in there, I'm going to count that as pointing at text because he's trying to like spell it out in there randomly.
Yeah, I would count that as pointing at text.
Yeah. It's just, what the fuck, man. But yes. Phil, nobody cares what a shitty react con. This basically, Sunday's a day of being a lazy bastard for Phil. He sits in his arse all day, racks
Like every day, pretty much.
Oh yeah, but he's not forced to play a game and have intense concentration on trying to complete the game. He can sit there, brain dead mode, barely reacting to anything all goddamn day long. Sometimes fucking go into a nostalgic fucking story about what happened back in the fucking day, and then he'll fucking ask his audience, by the way, guys, support's been sold tonight, what gives?
But King Chad, it's really hard to react to go.
Yeah, it's so hard to react to content though, because he hasn't seen this content before, even though he already pre-screened it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck me. So it's not even reacting. It's like it's not react content. It's a response content. He's responding to it because he's already he's not reacting live to it. That's for sure. Because he's fucking seen the shit already.
Like there are some people out there like they do the same thing that Phil does, except for the goat laughing. They'll just sit there, they're watching the content, and they're just quiet. But they pause the video and they give their own takes about it, though. At least that one's like more of a genuine reaction because they're also giving their opinions about it, though. Phil just sits there going, meh, tuh. Oh, and I'm just going to regurgitate what the video was saying.
And the best part is, of course, the absolute best part is that Phil fucking shat on those content creators for the longest fucking time, mocking how they fucking done that content. They fucking mocked the lack of effort. They mocked the lack of fucking genuine, effort into making those videos. They thought it was heels killed at low tier, bottom of the barrel, sort of lazy content creation. He mocked that profusely. And here he is doing it himself. And all of a sudden he does it better than everyone else because he's doing it.
Yeah, it's like he won't. Yeah, and people are even saying he doesn't even react to the content. He'll either skip the content or, like you said, he'll just shit on the content creator
or a person that fucking.
But King Jad and Vega, he put his spin on it. He added the flavor of charging more for it.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Fuck.
Who fucking cares?
Ah, fuck my god! I'm sound things on the fucking thing to fucking just.
How do I mute him? How do I mute this kid? Now what happened? Where am I?
There we go.
That works better.
We enjoyed season 1 of The Walking Dead and re-exploring Telltale Games and its origins. This was the game that put Telltale Games on the map. Beforehand, they had other games like Jurassic Park and Back to the Future, like movie tie-ins and stuff. This tie-in was their big IP tie-in that got them so popular that they blew up.
Back to the Future was good though.
Games with giant properties attached, and they made them a pretty good amount of money. So I've been excited to go to do this with you guys, and to be truthful, I don't remember most of the stuff happening in The Walking Dead season 1. I don't remember these plots. So I was like, we were guessing. Gee, what's in the barn? What's in the barn? I couldn't figure it out. And then there's a big twist that we just got at the end of the last stream. We're like, oh crap, I didn't remember that twist
There
at all.
was hay in the barn?
And I'm excited to see where it goes. So,
it was actually a cat. That's where she's been hiding the whole time. Found her.
Actually, I'm looking at Telltale's like
clean up
games.
on aisle 3.
I'm looking at the Telltale games that they made before The Walking Dead. There was the Jurassic Park game, Back to the Future. There was Poker Night, The Inventory, and there was also Sam & Max. There was that too.
Minecraft.
No, that was after The Walking Dead. That was after it.
Yeah.
And then there was Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People, Sam & Max, CSI games for some reason, Tales of Monkey Island, that's another one. So they had somewhat of a name for themselves, but they broke out with The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
It certainly did, make them more mainstream in a sense, but mainstream might not be the word, but it certainly helped make them more popular.
Yeah. It broke them out more. That's the best way to describe them. The Telltale Walking Dead season 1 was their breakout game. That made them more mainstream would be a good word to describe them too.
Yeah.
It's good. Tonight, the climax of episode 2, and then we head into probably the first half of episode 3. So I hope you'll join me for that over there, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. It's been very fun reacting to my old stuff. It has this nostalgic vibe. You get to see my old commentary style and how ridiculous it was and cringe at it, but laugh at it as well. And, happy that I've changed for the better. But at the same time, it's always cool to look back at the past and enjoy these classic playthroughs that people love so much. So, been a great time.
Okay,
I hope you will join me
Pigsman.
again tonight for that, okay? Tomorrow, we're back to gaming. And so on this channel, we will have more Helldivers 2 and more Street Fighter 6. And the Street Fighter 6 session will be Zangief, like I said, taking him into casual play, trying to get back to the swing of things with him. I haven't used him since my birthday over 2 weeks ago, and it was only an hour of gameplay, so this time I'll focus more in on learning and everything. Okay, then, on Tuesday, it's going to be more Elden Ring, and then Tuesday night is completely up in the air. And the question is, what do you guys want to do on Tuesday night? We have many options. Let's go through some of these. Option number 1, we have Game Pass night, where we just go on to Game Pass, we look at games in there, maybe mark some off for trying some, and maybe even trying some of them, you know, depending on what you want to do. So it'll be the first time in a very long time that I had just an exploration night on Game Pass checking out games. Okay? That's option number 1.
Please,
option
no.
number 2, kind of a hangout night, where we just chill and talk for the night, which we've done. Okay? Sometimes it works.
Q&A.
You're interested in. Nope. Option number 3 would be to collectively set up Fightcade together. Meaning, I boot up my mini PC for the first time in 3 months. Okay? And not only do we probably install a bunch of fucking Windows updates and things, but we basically get Fightcade, which is the retro fighting game thing. By the way, people are saying, what happened to Blastoise? From what I saw, he got timed out for 10 minutes, and I don't know why. Like, I was trying to figure it out. I think he might have used too many emotes. Like, he was spamming a lot of emotes at once, and I saw it was a 300-second timeout. So don't worry about Blastoise. He's not banned or anything. It looks like he just got timed out, but I think 10 minutes have passed and he hasn't said a word. I don't know why. Okay?
Yeah, don't worry about him. He's just a nobody.
Why very confused? So, why can't I type anymore? Did Phil ban me? What did I do? I love him.
Hang on, let me send him some money so I could tell you this.
Daddy DSP, what did I do wrong?
I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct. You spammed. Oh. What about Derek? He spams constantly.
But Derek's a special
We never
case.
speak his name.
Yeah, he's a very special exception. That case, yeah. Did you see somebody
Has he
asked
been
Phil-
around the streams?
No, he's on holiday. He's literally out of the country.
Oh.
I think he's in Japan trying to get arrested or deported or something.
I hope arrested.
God's sake. But he's on holiday apparently. He's on vacation. So, yeah. I think Canada are planning to build a wall to keep him out.
They better.
That's why they've got Law and Order,
Yeah,
Criminal
I would really
Intent,
talk about this in
Toronto version.
Okay, so, when I say Fightcade is a emulator / online netcode program app, whatever you want to call it, for PC that allows you to play retro fighting games. So, with Fightcade, I'd be able to play games such as the Street Fighter Alpha series, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, any of the CPS2 classic Street Fighter games such as Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, the one that I was the best at competitively in my run as a competitive player, or the Versus series of games, like X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, and stuff like that. So, yeah, like, I feel like that would be really fun to get the ability to play retro fighting games unlocked on that mini PC. My joystick works with the mini PC. It actually has 3 settings, one for PS4, one for PS5, and one for PC. So it should just plug right into a USB port and work when on that setting. So I'd be able to use this for Fightcade, which would be excellent. And that's how I grew up playing, was all on a joystick setup. So, that would be kind of neat. But now what just happened? I just flipped the switch by accident. Oh, I didn't flick an important one, I don't think. No, I didn't.
Oh, I gotta take care of my baby more than
Anyway,
Jasper. You okay?
AKA blood work.
Fuck you, blood work.
Fuck you, blood work. My new baby just came in.
Gee.
Why would you work?
Oh, fuck me. Jasper has fucking far outlived their usefulness as a $2,000 profit on stream.
I'm surprised my
It's not
vape
making him any more money.
Yeah. I'm surprised that my vape didn't fall over after I did that. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
you really fucking, that was quite some method acting you had going on there.
That's what he does every single time he loses.
Yeah.
He just smacks it. Why does it work? My
Yeah.
input's dropped.
Just
I wonder
smack it.
why.
Yeah, this is the way you go. Is it just me, or does his goatee look so much more grayer from this angle?
Looks more gray.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like for whatever reason.
I'm older than him and I have less grey hairs.
Like from head on, like face on, it doesn't look, also you see the greys or whatever, you know what I mean, but it's not as prominent. But here, it seems far more prominent. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like-
And that mullet growing at the back there. Oh,
Yeah, it's like I have gray hair in my beard. I'm like in my early 30s. I have some gray hair, but it's not like bad.
And the fucking hairdo, of course.
Go back to Supercuts and get your $5 back, jabroni! Oh, no!
Joke's on you. I don't even get a haircut, so
There you go.
he needs to go back to twirls and curls and stop getting it dyed.
They get a 2-for-1 special, takes cat along as well.
Especially
Just
because
get into the
one of
seat.
the ideas that we've been discussing is a marathon in late May called the Fighting Game Fiesta, where I would play a variety of fighting games, including Street Fighter 6, some Tekken 8, retro fighting games on Fightcade, but also react to some classic tournament footage of me on the internet playing in Street Fighter tournaments, and also doing some reminiscing about the old days, telling some stories about how it
I
used
don't
to
care.
be back in the fighting game community when, it was grassroots. And then also having some food and stuff, doing a variety of stuff that day. I feel it would work. It would be an interesting event. So if we have Fightcade set up previously to do that, it'd be great. And I need help setting it up. Someone has already sent me instructions on how to do it, like how to set it up, but I don't even really understand them that well. It's going to be something that I need to be walked through live. So I think doing it.
Oh my god, he needs to be walked through it live. He needs his fucking little handheld live. It's a, oh my god.
in other words, tips. I need tips.
Guys,
I need
there's too many
contributions.
people typing in the chat. If you want to help me try and get this set up, I'm going to need a contribution of at least $25 or more, and it has to be a tip. It cannot be anything smaller than a tip.
It can't be super chats.
Yeah.
They can't be memberships. Hulk Hogan's big tank gives 50 members.
Your super chat advice will not help me until next month after the 20th, so I need to make sure I get it now. The advice, thank you. Oh,
please give me tips while you tip me.
Oh, bloody hell.
Night stream where
Just a
basically we
tip.
set it up. I feel like it would take us like an hour to set this thing up, get games downloaded, test them out, get them working, right? That'd be like the primary. Let's get this thing working, and then try some games and see how they play. I mean, I have no clue how they're going to play on this. They're probably going to be laggy because it's going to be shitty rollback netcode. They're going to be teleporting all over the place. I literally remember when GGPO netcode first debuted. FightCade didn't exist, but that GGPO netcode was being used in other like emulators. And I was playing Super Turbo, and the characters were teleporting all over the place. I was just like, wow, this is the future, huh? This is the future of online fighting games. Here we are, like 20 years later, and every game is using rollback netcode, and every game has issues with dropped inputs. And it's like, yeah, because no one can think of anything else, so now we're stuck with this shit.
Can you think of anything else, Phil? Or are you just going to bitch and whine and moan about what's there?
And chew on his hand. Tasty thumb.
So I'd like to give it a shot, but I need help with that. Like, I need help setting it up, and it has to be like a stream to do that, right? So we could do that,
No, you don't.
right? So any of these are options. Like, I'm thinking we have many options of stuff that we can do for Tuesday night. Now, Wednesday is probably going to be a final session of Helldivers 2. When I say final, I mean, I've been playing it quite a lot. I'm probably going to reduce the amount I'm playing it. So I'm gonna have 2 new games in the rotation starting next week. Okay, and then Wednesday night it could be anything. You know, I could do more Street Fighter 6 with Zangief and try to actually go to ranked this time, or we could just figure it out. All right. So almost another rollback before rant, huh? I don't know what that means. Anyway, so that's the idea. I need to know your thoughts on what to do. Basically Tuesday, Wednesday.
Did someone just like break his brain with a comment that derailed his brain in chat? Like, what happened there?
It did.
It
did. Let's go back.
How did it break him that easily?
So almost another rollback.
It came with money.
Huh?
I don't think so.
I don't know what that means. Anyway, so that's the idea. I need to know your thoughts on what to do. Basically Tuesday, Wednesday night. You know, Wednesday night I'm feeling more gameplay, but Tuesday night could be anything. Again, it could be Game Pass, it could be a chill stream, it could be setting up FightCade. Like, what do you guys want to do? You know, let me know. I want to know your thoughts, so that way we're not just sitting around doing nothing on Tuesday night confused. We have today and tomorrow to figure this out. All right. So
spoiler alert. Most of fucking Tuesday night is going to be sitting around doing nothing while he waits for his audience to fucking tell him exactly, precisely what to fucking do, while he berates them that it's not working properly.
Yeah.
You didn't give me the right tips.
My tips are...
I don't know what that means.
My tips are bugged.
Is your mini PC on? What are you talking about? That's what it is on. It's on.
It's always on. I never turned it off. It's been sitting on the whole time. But it's many months
collecting
doing
dust.
nothing. Yeah.
what do you guys think? I'm just curious.
It seems to be broken. Oh, hang on. Shout out from 1 Minute Man with $20.
He's doing the poll.
Tuesday.
This is where he's doing the poll.
Tuesday's late stream B.
We know the answer to this already, of course, but we're behind Phil by about 47 minutes.
Hangout session. Fight.
Good.
That would be me.
Setup. Stream. Okay. So you guys vote. I'm not saying this vote is going to actually determine what we do on Tuesday night, but at least this will give me initial ideas of what you guys may be interested in, at least for those who are here live. Okay? Cool. All right. Cool. All right, now, that's the schedule for this week, because Thursday's my day off. Starting on Friday, we've got new stuff. All right? Because on Thursday, my day off, there's actually 2 things happening. Number 1 is the release of Another Crab's Treasure, which actually is a indie game on Game Pass that is a Souls-like with a hermit crab fighting like aquatic life. It sounds interesting, but I don't know if it's going to catch on, much like Harold Halibut, which I played last week, and I thought, hey, let's give it a shot. It's a Game Pass game. Maybe it'll catch on. But then it didn't, right? Then, sadly, people, were actually bored during the stream and asked me to never play it again. So I never did because people were too bored, right? So, same thing here. There's no commitment to actually playing this game long term. But
Phil, the podcast is super boring. Never did a podcast again. There you go. You got people fucking telling you to stop doing the podcast. You're going to stop doing that? No.
The Rex content is very fucking boring. Stop doing it. Oh yeah, this makes me mine. Yeah, I mean, people like that.
Now let's get a snort sniff fucking combo again. What the fuck was that? Was you a snort or was it was a weird one? Let's just look at it again. What is this?
Let's play
but then it did, right? Then sadly, people, were actually bored during the stream and asked me to never play it again. So I never did because people were too bored, right? So same thing here. There's no commitment to actually playing this.
What?
It could be a combination of like a snort/blow.
Is he holding like one nostril closed so he can like?
Yes.
To never play it again. So I never did because people were too bored, right? So same thing here. There's no commitment.
Yeah, he's holding one nostril closed.
He's trying to
it's like he's snorting cocaine and keeping it up there. Like the guy in the Nakatomi building, Die Hard 1.
Pretty much.
Well, there we go. That could be a freeze frame for you. How's that?
100 likes, yay!
That's a good time.
When he
for
gets,
100
I was gonna say that looks like something he's like snorting jet.
Yeah. When you snort fucking wash nut powder instead of cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
When it's laundry detergent, it hits hard.
Right,
Well, the towels get unbalanced, so you know.
Right, hold on.
He's combining the dry laundry detergent as well as the fucking like Tide Pods.
Once again, Phil struggling with his loads. It's just like made it first all over again. Let's see how this.
Oh yeah.
Let's just see how this looks. Then we have the background from this. There we go.
Hey!
It makes him feel good. Whee!
There we go.
Someone should just put this. Someone should just put this in a Scarface movie.
Now
Scout
just
face.
Throw that in the members Discord. There we go, and there we go. Cool stuff indeed. Let's crack on with the.
Well, there's
bingo.
May 1st again. Say hello to his little friend.
To actually playing this game long term, but at least want to give it a shot and see if it's something that you'd be interested in seeing me play more, right? That's one thing happening on my day off. And then on top of that, there is the update for Fallout 4 that's coming out. Now this is supposed to be an update that takes Fallout 4, the plain, program from 2015, and upgrades it for modern audiences. It's supposed to make it better graphics, better.
The plain program from 20. Just.
The plane program.
Yeah. It's like
The flight simulator that was in it. Did you remember that one? The plane program.
I must have.
Yeah, where you said that people from Africa were monkeys, apparently.
Yeah, I missed that mission where I fucking flew over the fucking place in a fucking B-47.
And then,
by the way,
on top of that, there is the update for Fallout 4 that's coming out. Now, this is supposed to be an update that takes Fallout 4, the plain, program from 2015, and upgrades it for modern audiences. It's supposed to make it better graphics, better detail, a performance and quality mode that you can select between, some tweaks to it, and also, apparently, adding free DLC. That maybe even has to do with the Enclave, which is weird because the Enclave aren't really in Fallout 4, right? So, you gotta wonder, what does this entail? How big of a deal will it be?
You're holding back a burp, yeah.
But people are excited about Fallout right now. Why? Because the TV show is very popular. Everyone's watching and talking about it. And right now, no exaggeration, there's something like 160,000 people on Steam playing Fallout 4 right now. It's the most in 9 years. Like when the game first came out, it was very popular. But since then, it's kind of just died and went downhill. And now Fallout is being popular.
Shit.
Okay? So, yeah, I'm excited for that because I haven't played Fallout 4 since it came out 9 years ago. And I feel like a second run is warranted at this point. Especially with the timing with the TV show. I think they'll something fun to do, and I also want to see what these updates do, I'm gonna assume it's gonna probably run beautifully on the Series X. I originally played Fallout 4 on my Xbox One. That was a really bad choice. It ran horribly on the Xbox One. Like it was choppy and everything, and I was very disappointed.
Hang on.
With better graphics and tweaks and things.
You okay?
The only reason why he picked it on the Xbox One, because in his words, he loves the Xbox controller. He didn't like the PlayStation controller. He said that the one controller that he would go for was the Xbox controller. So he didn't mind it if it was on the Xbox One. So the whole thing about how, I got the bad version of it is like, Phil, you picked it. You like that controller more than PS5 or PlayStation controllers. So that's on you. Also 100 likes.
Oh yeah, 100 likes. I can
102.
Okay, all right. Who's counting? Guys, thank you very much for liking the stream.
Apparently me. Read.
Yeah. Thank you guys for liking the stream. 100 likes, that gives us a free space or bingo card. But no, I do have a free space. You guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. Remember, keep an eye on the bottom right for Jasper to do his thing. Jasper, you fuck him the fuck up now. Good cat.
Bang, bang.
I love that
Yep,
wee
good
fucking
kitty.
pussy. That's such a good cat.
Also, Tommy is like, hey, wait a minute. Fallout 4 is an RPG game. You can't play that.
But it's,
RPG overload.
Oh no.
You can't play all that.
It's gonna
Actually, no. It's not considered RPG overload anymore due to the fact that he's already played the game, so he could drop it at any time, though. But still, makes no sense.
I think that was his argument. Actually, we're not going to commit to it. We're going to drop it like a bad habit as soon as things get out of control. That was what he told his audience, I believe. We can just drop it immediately as something else important comes up, like cat, however.
Probably
he's going to drop a bad halibut.
I remember there's a couple things about Fallout 4 that I liked and some things that aren't so good. The game is a lot more shooty, meaning it really does play more like a first-person shooter where you're shooting everything possible.
Oh,
and not really
shooty.
using things like VATS as much like you were in previous games. And the whole idea of base building and base defense is really annoying because all you want to do is play Fallout, and instead they make you play this like sim game where you're building a town with defenses and shit. It's like, why am I doing this? It's supposed to be Fallout, right?
It is considered Fallout, Phil.
But it's got Kevin McLaughlin's.
So, I'm excited to try this out and see how it works. The thing is, we have no new games until the 3rd week of May that I'm interested in. when we went through the gaming
Like
schedule
what?
back on my birthday, we discovered this, that there's a 3-week big gap in gaming. Then all of a sudden at the end of May, there's like 3 games that I'm interested in. But we have to get there. So I figure having more variety in the schedule, you know, yes, we'll continue Elden Ring, but we're going to finish it. Yes, we'll continue with Street Fighter 6, and yes, we'll play Helldivers, just not every day. Having these other single-player games are going to be a lot better for the variety of the streams, okay? So, I think that'll be fun, and I hope you'll join me for that stuff starting next week. Now, the question is, what would you like to see me do on Friday? Because I can only do one. I can either play Another Crab's Treasure, or I can play Fallout 4. I'm going to be honest, I tend to lean towards Another Crab's Treasure, reason being it's a new game. Fallout 4 you've seen before, or maybe played it before. It's cool that I'm going to play it again. There's just no giant rush to see me go back, correct? While with Another Crab's Treasure, it's a brand new game. We play it, that way we determine if it's good or not. And if it's not good, we can just say, okay, it's out of the rotation, right? Or if it's good, we can say, oh, excellent, you know, keep it in the rotation. So I'm kind of thinking that's what we should do. Is probably Friday would be Another Crab's Treasure and Friday Night Fights, and then Saturday would be Fallout 4 and, you know, something else on the late stream, whether that be Helldivers 2 or whatever, okay? So there you go. So anyway,
we're gonna bring back Cat?
that's where we're going right now with the variety of the streams. And so next week we will have big variety, more stuff, not just the same games, and that's good. The thing is we have to get through Tuesday, Wednesday night of this week, and right now, so just so you guys know with the voting that's going on right now, we have 165 people who voted out of like the 300 on the stream. 350. Wow, there's actually more people on stream than I thought today. So 50% are voting for Fightcade setup. I guess people are interested in seeing me play old school fighting games, which I am too. Like I love classics, right? I'm not amazing at them, but those are the ones that I played in arcades back in the day. I would very much like to have a method to play them. So I think it's a necessary stream, even though it may not be the most fun stream for us because I got to do technical shit to get it set up. I definitely think that it should turn out as something productive. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, here he is, fully admitting to his audience that him setting this up on stream is not going to be that entertaining. But he refuses to fucking do it off stream because even though it's a 2-minute tutorial on how to fucking do it, straightforward, he refuses to fucking do it because he's claiming he doesn't have a time. Meanwhile, he's telling his audience that he's going to spend 2 or 3 hours studying Zangief fucking fighting content to brush up on his fucking fundamentals for Zangief when he plays Street Fighter again.
Also, I'm looking at this. He said, you know what I'm saying. Could that count as you know what I mean?
I'll allow it.
Burger.
There we go.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Because that's the same connotation. That's the same meaning. It's like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I do usually count that. To be fair, I'll usually just say it as well, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean? I'll allow it.
By the way, if Blastoise, I don't know what happened to Blastoise, like I said. It said it was a 10-minute timeout, yet Blastoise isn't in the chat. So Blastoise, if you think you got banned or something, just email me. If you're listening, I have no idea if you are, if you took off after you got timed out or whatever.
Wait, hang on.
But I'm checking. I don't see any.
He said he was timed up for 10 minutes, but he said 300 seconds. That's 5 minutes.
Yeah. Correct. You got to remember something.
Then how is that 10 minutes?
Well, it's not, but it's film math. Pig math.
Pig math. Yeah, pretty much.
You need to send more tips.
I don't see any email or anything, so I really don't know what happened there. I really have no clue.
I love how he laughed about it, you know? This popular chat person got timed out and they've not been heard from since. I've had no email. Haha, oh well. Goodbye.
Fuck it.
I don't know what he was timed out. Like I said, it said timed out. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was the bot. I don't know if it was a mod. I didn't do it. You know, I have no idea. I missed it. It just said timeout 300 seconds, and then it scrolled off the screen.
Bounce.
Anyway, so there you go. Now, today,
it says who times it out.
I have one new story to talk about. Are you ready?
It does.
It's time for one of the briefest DSP news segments we've ever done. But I feel like this should be addressed.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Oh no, DSP is back.
Sorry for all the alarm. Just telling me that Raw Phil's moving to the other stream now.
Little Big Planet 3. Does anyone remember that game? Well, first of all, does anyone remember Little Big Planet at this point? I guess we should bring that up because it's really weird how sometimes there are games that are like at the absolute epitome of like gaming and everyone talks about them and they're a big part of culture. Like Little Big Planet at its height, right? Was actually like a Sony mascot game. I remember seeing Sackboy all over the place in Sony marketing for PlayStation 3. I remember seeing Sackboy like toys and collectibles in stores. Just going like Target or something, you would see Sackboy and you're like, wow, that's pretty cool that something like that in gaming has hit the mainstream to that point and that gets that kind of recognition, right? It was kind of the same thing with Minecraft. Like around that same time period, you saw Minecraft start to get prominent and you saw Minecraft stuff in stores as well. But you might say, what the hell happened to Little Big Planet, right? First of all, for those who don't know, there's 3 official Little Big Planet games. 1, 2, and 3. Then I believe there was one that was made for, was it on the Vita? There might have been like a Vita version. And then there was one that came out as a PS5 launch title. Sackboy's Big Adventure, but it wasn't called Little Big Planet. It's kind of a weird story. So the company that made it was called Media Molecule. And this company was kind of a breakout company when they made Little Big Planet. And Sony, you know, immediately saw the potential for this to become something big. They heavily promoted the game to try to make it be a game synonymous with PS3. And at the time, Little Big Planet was a media darling. It really, really was. Everyone in the gaming media was kissing this game's butt and saying, this is like the best created content game for a console you can get. Not to say, created content was always something on PC games, right? Like mods and stuff. But for a console, it's a rarity when you get that. So to see a game that was literally based around you make the stages, you use the in-game tools to create these creative situations, environments, and challenges. People loved it. And I remember when it came out, I played the campaign, and I thought the campaign was pretty
Mario
decent.
Maker.
And I played the online, and I was very skeptical.
Pretty much.
I was like, I don't think this is going to amount to anything, because here's my take, and of course, this is a very outdated take. But the take was...
I'm going to fucking stop Phil's take right fucking there, okay? This is a game that requires the power of creative imagination to get the most out of these games. You get to fucking design stages, you get to fucking design fun things for you and other people to fucking play. It's like Minecraft in a sense, you know what I mean? Where your imagination is essentially your limitation. And the fucking, the better your imagination is, the more creative you can be, the more fun you can fucking make it. Phil Burnell is lacking in imagination. This is not me being rude about him. This is a genuine fucking observation. He lacks the power to be creative when it comes to trying to imagine fun fucking things to fucking do in these games. The height of Phil's imagination and trying to create content back in the fucking day when he was surrounded by fucking people like John Rambo was basically fucking to throw himself off a cliff and try and kill himself in a variety of different ways in games. That was the extent of Phil's imagination to try and be creative and providing something that he thought was fun content for people. Oh, here I'm just going to fall off this cliff 5,000 fucking times and laugh about it.
Yeah, and he actually missed another one too. There was one for the PSP as well. That was that one. And I'm trying to remember something because a long time ago on a news station, and I don't know if I'm at like a Mandela effect or not, but Little Big Planet was featured on the news.
Yeah.
And one of the clips that was used for the news was Phil.
That rings a bell, actually. That does ring a bell.
Yeah, DSP was on the news with it, and I didn't know there was a mobile game, so I'll just... now I know there's more. But he was on the news, though. Like, they started talking about Little Big Planet. It's like, you hear Phil going, all right, let's see what we got here. And it goes back to the news.
Right.
Talking about Little Big Planet. I'm like... I can't find it anywhere.
And by the way, he's still not got to the actual news story yet. He's too busy fucking waxing lyrical back in the fucking day. So I'm kind of curious to what the fucking news story actually is. He promised the shortest news story possible, and then said, "Oh, I need to give people some background on what the fucking thing is." So now it's no longer a short news story.
If you're someone who's going to get into creating game level...
Oh shit.
He privated it.
Oh, it usually does, but it doesn't usually. It's not usually a factor. Oh, fuck. We are behind Phil by about 48 minutes. Right, we have a backup plan. Raw Phil, where are you?
Raw Phil. Yep.
48 minutes behind, so give me a wee second here. Not even that. Give me a wee second here. Where's the 2 seconds? Raw Phil. Live.
So he's gone back to those days again, has he? God damn it.
Hold on, so we're about 40 odd minutes behind. He's doing DSP news. It's round about here. Right, okay. So, needs must. Phil went live, and sometimes that affects things, so here we go, we're back. And we even have Phil's chat in the slide there. There we go.
I also love that people are saying I'm denying mobile games. I think that's funny, though.
Well, yeah.
It's like, now I just didn't know that there was a Little Big Planet game on mobile. Wasn't that the Run game? Where it's like a run temple game for it? That's why I'm remembering now for that one. There's like a lot of games for Little Big Planet.
Right, so I'm a bit thrown off there with Phil's stream going all weird for me, but hopefully we can get on with the show with thanks to Raw Phil.
So the company that made it is called Media Molecule, and this company was kind of a breakout company when they made Little Big Planet, and Sony, you know, immediately saw the potential for this to become something big. They heavily promoted the game to try to make it be a game synonymous with PS3, and at the time, Little Big Planet was a media darling. It really, really was. Everyone in the gaming media was kissing this game's butt and saying, this is like the best created content game for a console you can get. Not to say created content was always something on PC games, right? Like mods and stuff. But for a console, it's a rarity when you get that.
Yeah.
So to see a game that was literally based around you make the stages, you use the in-game tools to create these creative situations, environments, and challenges. People loved it. And I remember when it came out, I played the campaign, and I thought the campaign was pretty decent. And I played the online, and I was very skeptical. I was like, I don't think this is going to amount to anything, because here's my take. And of course, this is a very outdated take. But the take was, if you're someone who's going to get into creating game levels and game development, you should probably go to school and then do it as a job, right? Like, if you buy Little Big Planet 1 and you bought it because you want to make levels, You literally paid money to do something that you could be getting paid for, right? Like, you could work for Media Molecule or Sony, and you could make games like this and receive a salary.
What, you mean like making thumbnails for you?
That sounds like the worst possible job on the fucking planet.
And I'm just looking at this, like, he's talking about, it's like, oh, why don't you get paid for doing so? It's like, Phil, this game was made for people that if they want to create levels, they could do so. Just look at games like Mario Maker. That came out. It's like, if you want to make your own Mario levels. But then again, there are people that did them themselves. It's called Kaizo Mario.
Little Big Planet offer people the chance to fucking create levels without having to fucking worry about how to fucking actually create things in the first place from fucking scratch, like fucking coding
And no programming, yeah.
There's a lot of games out there that fucking encourage people to fucking create their own levels to try and fucking make the game more fun or whatever, the base game more fun. You've got fucking things like Super Mario Maker. You know, it's a very good, easy example to fucking use right there. People make fucking crazy levels in that all every goddamn time. Minecraft has its own custom individual maps. Minecraft is one of the most creative games out there, where you can fucking actually do insane things in that. It doesn't seem to have any limitations as to what you can do in Minecraft, bizarrely enough. You know, you can actually do all sorts of things. Even Rocket League.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah, that's the other one too.
Yeah, there's so many.
They brought Minecraft into schools for the programming and all the rest of it.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I mean, the fact that there's that level of fucking ingenuity you can fucking do in Minecraft to fucking create all sorts of incredible things, whether it's a game, whether it's some sort of fucking cool music creation or whether it's just some cool graphical thing. It's insane.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Anime Slayer.
Yeah, thank you very much, Anime Slayer, for the super chat. Who says, "Happy Sunday. DSP Reacts is like watching paint dry." No, it's like yeah. I mean, even watching paint dry can be satisfying sometimes because it changes colour occasionally, or whatever. You know what I mean? It's getting dry now, so it's not as dark as before. Not shit. This never changes. This is just the same mundane shit we get from Phil on a regular basis.
Isn't another one? Isn't one way before that? Wasn't Gmod considered a build your own level, build your own game type of thing?
No, Gmod.
Gary's Mod,
Gary's Mod, yeah.
That is definitely also a very good tool for creators to use. People still use it to this fucking day. I mean, the Russian Badger, he's a content creator. He uses Gmod regularly for his content. And it was made in 2006.
Source.
Yeah, Source. It was made in 2006.
Yeah.
And yet it still works for him almost 2 decades later. Also,
like
BST said RPG Maker and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, there's so many...
Unreal Engine is over here.
Yeah, there's so many games out there, and there's so many pieces of software out there. You could make your own games. Like RPG Maker, you can make your own game with that. Even Dreams.
Good recent example as well. I'm just saying Diablo Lord of Darkness, give a great recent example. Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom. You can make your own things and create your own things within that game as well. And the certain machines that people built was insane. The ingenuity people had in that game.
Oh, but remember that if you did that, though, you're not having fun with the game, though. You're not exploring the world and completing the story. You're just fucking around doing nothing, like Phil would say.
Mm-hmm.
But there's been so many games.
Didn't they do that with Starfield with the Millennium Falcon and the X-Wing fighters and stuff?
But no, people made penis ships.
Yeah, oh yes, apparently.
I mean, they're most aerodynamic, probably.
Buy the game for $60, you go home, you make your own levels, and you give them out for free, and then you don't get paid for it. That really always baffled me. I was like, see, the thing is now, many years later, you see the success of games like Mario Maker 1 and 2 and stuff like that, and you're like, okay, I kind of get it, but at the same time, it's so odd and bizarre that people didn't see that this was kind of a really weird situation where you were giving them free content. Like really, the reason Little Big Planet 1 and 2 shined was the user-created content. The campaigns were fine. They were long, and they were challenging and had unique things to them. But really, where they weren't that long. You waited like 2-3 months after the games came out. You go into the online thing that everyone uploaded. You see these insanely creative stages. Like, whoa, what on earth? There's a roller coaster. There's another platformer. There's this and that kind of game that they basically made with the in-game engine. And that's where the games really had their prominence. So why were you paying for that when it really was free content made by other people? They didn't even get paid for their work, right? So I always kind of thought it was kind of a weird formula. Okay.
You're a weird fucking formula.
Because there's
they were good games. I played 1 and 2. Totally, as full playthroughs and doing created content highlights in my videos. And then 3 I did as a co-op playthrough. Although I don't really recall ever going online and trying the online content of 3. Since then, I never played them. Like, I know that there was a beta version, and I know that, like I said, there was this one Sackboy's Big Adventure. And here's the thing. When PS5 came out, and the
I thought you didn't remember.
First of all, I was confused why they didn't call it, like, Little Big Planet 4. And also, they were charging $70 for it, right? And I was like, there's no way or was it 60? It was either 60
he remembers that bit.
And I was like, there's just no way that I'm spending that much money on a game that looks like a cutesy platformer. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. The platforming elements of Little Big Planet have always been good. But I was like, that just seems like a really expensive launch title. Like, that's a title that should have been released for $40, but they're releasing it for 60 or 70 because it was a PS5 launch title. So that's how they get you. You pay way more money than it's worth if it was a launch game, right? So I skipped it. Years later, that game is like $10. Like, you can get it right now so cheap. And it's like, if I want to play it, I will, but who cares? Because now no one really cares about it anymore, right? So you might say, well, wait a minute, I don't get it. There were 3 Little Big Planet games, then there was a Sackboy game. What happened to Little Big Planet, and what happened that they changed the name from Little Big Planet to Sackboy? In all of their wisdom, the Media Molecule company, the company that originally developed these games, decided that they wanted to go even further into the realm of content creation engines. And so after Little Big Planet 2, they decided they didn't want to make the games anymore. And that IP got handed off to another studio. Isn't it like Sumo Interactive or something like that? And they're the ones who are not
Sumo
making
Digital.
anything with that IP. Media Molecule, on the other hand, decided to go off the deep end. And what I mean by that is I still remember there was an E3 presentation many years ago. The Sony presentation, look what Media Molecule's up to. And basically it shows like this big AR tabletop thing. And they're like, look what we're doing. It's AR. It's like AR. Like, I wasn't aware that gamers who play on a Sony console were asking for AR. For those who don't know, it basically means you look at a real room. Like, let's say right now I'm looking at my real office here. But you could get, like, virtual features or game elements to show up by going through
augmented reality. Is that what you're trying to say, Phil?
Launch a PS4 with Astro's Playroom, if you remember. And then they really never did anything with it. It just kind of died out. So I remember that they were doing this weird big AR deal, and then nothing ever came of it. Like, it just vanished. And then their next game after Little Big Planet 2 that was actually released was called Dreams. You might say, what is Dreams? Well, that's a good question. Because most people don't know it exists. Dreams was a game that they made to be the ultimate creation suite for consoles, meaning you get all these tools to make whatever you want. And apparently people recreated entire games that existed in the Dreams engine. Like, they would recreate a first-person shooter, they could recreate a third-person action game in the Dreams engine. It was unique and cool that you could do that. But ultimately, at the end of the day, there's a problem. The problem is there's no point to it. Like, wow, I can do all these creative things, but
he's wrong. He's wrong. He's saying that the next game that they made was Dreams. He's so fucking wrong. Like, the game that they made after that was Little Big Planet Karting. But then after that, they made a little game that came out for the Vita called Tearaway. That was another game that Media Molecule made. And then later on, Little Big Planet got pushed over to Sumo Digital. And then after that, they did Tearaway Unfolded, which is a reimagining of the Vita game onto PS4. And then 5 years after that, we got Dreams. So Phil's entirely fucking wrong when it comes to fucking Media Molecule making games after that, after Little Big Planet 2. So he's wrong about that.
I think Phil's take on this is pretty bad as well, because games like this can get people massively invested in trying to progress their own ambitions and potentially their careers in game development. It's like you ever like play the fucking demo of music? There's a PlayStation demo called Music way back in the fucking day, and it's pretty cool. It's limited obviously because it's a fucking demo, but you create your own fucking tunes, and here's the things you can use and all that shit. But those kind of games where they encourage creativity and explore the kind of things you want to fucking do in these games. Also, it might get you interested in fucking more musical kind of fucking things, whether it's like games or whatever. But there's like games like this as well, like Dreams or whatever. It can encourage people to pursue their potential dreams if they're interested in creating games, and Dreams gets them into it. It's cool. I mean, that's a cool fucking thing. People say it's a waste of fucking time because it's like, oh yeah, it's like it's not real or whatever, or whatever this fucking take isn't it? You know what I mean? Phil's bizarre fucking take. Oh, it's like you're not actually creating a fucking game. Just go to school and do it that way. These games can introduce people to fucking creating their own stuff. The PlayStation used to fucking have a feature. I think it was the original PlayStation. People could design their own games. I can't remember what it was exactly. This is something literally from the PlayStation 1 era. But there was something where people could literally make their own games on the PlayStation. I can't mind what it was called.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, there was something. And all these, like, literally, it was like made by 1 or 2 people at most, or whatever. And they would always like feature on these demo discs because it's for the official UK PlayStation magazine. There was a term for it, there's a name for it, It's like some sort of special little bit of hardware you can fucking get so you can create these like wee games. And some of the games are quite good. And it's just these kind of, 1 or 2 people made it on a fucking a wee thing.
Yeah, it's not.
What was it called?
It's not RPG Maker.
No,
there's the SciQ software development kit. Where they allowed Sony developers to make their own games. That's what they used for it.
I thought it had a term. I thought there was a special name for it. I can't mind. But yeah, it might have been that, yeah. But also, back in the fucking day, even people on PlayStation, it's like, also, you just fucking also playing these games, and it's PlayStation games, but there was a desire and a demand, you know what I mean? And people actually wanted to try and flex their creativity and see what they could fucking manage and do. And you know, it's, some people remember it, you know, I think BST remembers it, you know, like, aye, fuck, you can't remember that kind of thing. But yeah, that's what I'm saying though, if games can fucking encourage people to pursue their passion, like dreams can fucking do, or whatever, that's a good thing. And Phil's shitting all over it, because it's like, oh, it's a waste of fucking time, just go to fucking school. It's such a fucking dinosaur sort of take on that fucking matter.
I recreated third-person action game in the Dreams engine. It was unique and cool that you could do that, but ultimately at the end of the day, there's a problem. The problem is, there's no point to it. Like, wow, I can do all these creative things, but I'm not working for a game development company. I'm not getting paid for my work, so why do I care? And it was, again, it was hilarious because Dreams was the media darling. If you were in games journalism,
it's a learning tool
when Dreams
to
came out, you would have thought this is the game changer. Everyone's going to want
a
Dreams.
creator.
Everyone's going to be sitting in Dreams, making games endlessly. And what ended up happening was Dreams was a huge sales failure. All right, no one wanted this. People wanted cutesy Sackboy. They wanted the cool mascots playing a platformer game. They did not.
People are still using Dreams now to make things.
Yeah, that's what Devolver developers use.
Like I shared a comment earlier on from Diablo or Darkness, I'll show it on the screen again. There's a guy who makes his own last Airbender game on Dream. He is making it for years and it looks amazing on Dreams. But Phil says it's a waste of fucking time. And his opinion must be the fucking one that only matters.
Because you know, but is he paying his interns for the thumbnails? Probably not. That's why what's it called? DSP React hasn't been updated for over a week now.
I guess they stopped paying them in exposure. I mean, because they weren't getting paid anyway, so who fucking knows? They're meant to get paid in exposure, they're meant to get paid with head pats or whatever. What the fuck? Maybe Phil forgot to say thank you one time, and so the guy took a huff.
Yeah, because they're not getting recognition, because remember, he wants to keep them anonymous so they don't get trolled.
Fuck knows, man. Fuck me.
Care about a creation suite to make games on a console. So even though insanely creative things were made in it, and people have shown over the years, look at this, what's this? Oh, this is in Dreams. Dreams? I don't even hear about Dreams like 4 years. You're telling me you made a game in Dreams and this is it, and this is what it looks like? But no one cared, like it didn't sell. So since then, where'd Media Molecule go? They're gone. Like I don't even know what they're doing. I'm sure they didn't just go out of business, but no one's really heard from them in ages. Like what?
Are you not trying to Google them or something, Phil, to confirm your story? You just assume they're fucking dead or something?
Okay, so I have some news about what happened with Media Molecule, recent news too. Okay, so 2023 of October, Media Molecule laid off 20 employees. Company confirmed that layoffs have occurred, but not state how many people were affected. This was alongside 900 layoffs across PlayStation Studios, including the closure of London Studio. Media Molecule was reported near to be closed instead of London Studio. So they were close to being shut down.
And that was during the pandemic.
2023, actually.
Yeah.
This was last year.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's Phil's news story for today, because he's always quite late on the fucking news.
They're gone. Like I don't even know what they're doing. I'm sure they didn't just go out of business, but no one's really heard from them in ages. Like what are they working on? What are they? I don't know. There's no word from these guys. Okay.
We don't know the news story yet. He's still
so the reason I'm
not
bringing this up
story.
is because I know this is a long-winded way to get to the point. There was something that just happened in regards to posterity of gaming that a lot of people are very alarmed about. Okay, so listen, I'm going to read the story here. Little Big Planet 3. Okay, now this is the one that was not made by Media Molecule. This is actually the first game that was made after Media Molecule stopped making them and they went on to make Dreams. So Little Big Planet 3 had their servers temporarily taken down in January.
What was that, sorry?
Before you continue, I was going to say, before you continue with that one, though, Sumo Digital was the one that actually did do the majority of the development, but Media Molecule was helping out developing it in the early stages.
Right.
So they did work with Sumo for that part.
That's a great fucking take from Lauren V and why Phil has had no thumbnails lately. Maybe it's Derek is responsible for him and he's on vacation, so he's not updating channels. That's a brilliant theory. I love that theory.
It is. I like it too.
I love it, Lauren. Yep.
Yep. I'm sold. I'll take your entire stock of that theory. I'm sold.
Media Molecule stopped making them. They went on to make Dreams. So Little Big Planet 3 had their servers temporarily taken down in January 2024. For some reason, there were ongoing technical issues with the servers that no one could seem to fix. So they took them down temporarily and said, we're going to fix them. It has now been announced officially by Sony. They have no intention of ever bringing the servers ever back up. So if you own Little Big Planet 3, all of the online content that was ever created is gone for good. You cannot ever access it ever again. It's just gone. Deleted.
And?
Wow. That's game posterity there, isn't it? That's game preservation, huh? Like, what? What happened? Seriously? What the fuck? The whole point of the game, again, was supposed to be created content, right?
Yeah.
And if you remove the created content, you've essentially deleted the game. So it even says in the post, so you can continue to play the game offline. You can still play the single-player campaign, and you can still create content, but it can only be used locally on your own console. There's nowhere to upload it to. The servers are completely gone.
As a T-pose if ever I fucking saw one. I think I'll count that.
Burger.
There we go.
There's no.
I'm just looking at this whole thing. He's like talking about how Little Big Planet 3 servers is down. Phil, you played it once, and then you stopped giving a fuck about Little Big Planet. Why the fuck are you caring about the game
I love
now?
how he pretends to care. I love how
Because he wants to be smug about it. You see how many times he blinked his eyes? It's like, see, I told you. Why create stuff?
And also,
take it away.
And also his head wiggled when he did that too. The blinking head wiggle. He just wants to sit there. He just wants to sit there and pretend to be the guy that cares about video games. He is that guy.
I just noticed that Raw Phil's stream. This isn't just like some sort of text at the bottom of the screen. The temperature updates, I think. Am I wrong? But I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. No, he don't. Yeah, no, he updates the temperature and everything. Oh no. Raw Phil puts a lot of work into his stuff.
I think it's an automated thing. I think this is like automated. You basically, so he's got some sort of thing added so it will update temperature on the fly as he's doing the stream. But yeah, I didn't realize. I just like copy and pasted what the fucking temperature was at the start of the stream. No, that changed from earlier on. I just noticed that. 12.8
Oh no,
degrees
Raw Phil
Celsius.
stays there for the whole time. The man is so dedicated. He stays through Phil's stuff through thick and thin. Because you think to yourself, okay, he's just activated and walked away. No, he's still typing in chat. You can type him at any time. Even when it plays up or something like that, you say, oh, Raw, this is the thing. He goes, oh, okay, I'm on it.
Impressive,
Boom, fixed
impressive.
it.
I love Dark Days Mirror and Raw Phil as well. They're so handy, especially for days like today when Phil's stream goes private immediately and like, oh shit, what about Bingo? We have a bag up to Bingo and it's big up to fucking Raw Phil. So yeah, but massively appreciated of them and all their efforts. And this thing at the bottom is just fucking cherry in the cake. Phil, it's a hot day for Phil today. It's almost 13 degrees. He's practically gonna fucking melt.
Locally on your own.
So what the fuck, man? It's like, taps off, t-shirt, whatever. Taps off, guns it.
Yeah.
Fucking 13 degrees. Broken clouds, also broken...
Diabetes makes you overheat.
It really fucking does.
Or alcohol withdrawals.
I don't know. Fuck me, man. Anyway, let's get on with this fucking bingo. Let's try and get this fucking full house.
Console. There's nowhere to upload it to. The servers are completely gone. There's no online component whatsoever to the game. It's deleted. Now this happened with Little Big Planet 3. It begs the question, will this happen with the other two Little Big Planet games, which again are primarily focused on content creation online? Will this happen with other games? What is going to happen with Mario Maker 1 and 2? Do you think eventually, Nintendo will say, well, time's come, server's going down, but wait a minute, the whole game's based around making content. If I can't make the content, then the game is worthless. Oh, too bad.
Time's come.
We don't care, And again, with the big discussions going on right now about game preservation and posterity, what about a game like this, where the whole idea was community creations? And now the community creations are gone and have no access, so the game is erased from history as if it never existed. You have to rely on old YouTube videos that people made of some of the content or whatever, right? Did it really? Rute says this already happened with Little Big Planet 1 and 2. Seriously?
So isn't it great that he does his fucking research and due diligence to fucking make sure the way he's reporting is accurate?
And also Slurm said Mario Maker 1's already down.
Yeah.
Oh god damn, why the fuck is Phil so... He doesn't do any research before he opens his fucking goddamn mouth.
Nope.
God.
Yeah, clearly, because he said that Little Big Planet 2 was their last game, not fucking Tearaway.
Oh, fuck me, man. This is painful today.
What the heck? I mean, this is going to be a big thing now. These games with these online components. And that was the whole selling point of the game. And if the online component doesn't exist, then the game is kind of erased from history, right?
That's always been a fucking big problem when it comes to games like this, you know what I mean? Creative games are very fun to play when you fucking have them there, but when games that rely on online servers keep them going, it's a case of like, what happens to those online servers? I do love it when some game developers actually allow people the possibility to download stuff before their servers are removed. But not a lot of them do it, not a lot of them offer an option, but it's great when they fucking do, because it means the community can keep that shit going and keep that fucking thing alive, because the fucking developers can't afford or whatever, they can't afford to fucking remove this shit from their content or the servers or whatever, because of time or whatever. That kind of shit is great, but it doesn't happen enough in my opinion. It should happen more. There should be a way for it to happen more, where if it's a fucking community for it, they should have the option to fucking take over this fucking that kind of maintenance, no maintenance, you know what I mean, but to keep the game alive in some capacity. Because otherwise the game is dead, essentially. As Phil's saying, it's a good point. For these games that require online creation primarily as a big selling point, it's the one thing that'll keep people playing the game, is that online community. And if its fucking servers get knocked off, then what next? What are you meant to fucking do? The game's dead in the water unless there's a way to keep it alive.
Yeah, to preserve it somehow.
You know, at the very least,
Keep it in there.
that much like other games where this has happened, there'd be like fan servers that get set up, and somehow you can connect to that server and you can still upload content again.
Hey, I just said that shit.
Hopefully, people who made some of the best creative content have saved it locally, and they can then re-upload it somewhere else later. But that really sucks. I mean, that's a whole generation, PS3 into PS4 generation of content creation in games that was very creative. And I remember, so in my funniest moments, that one year, me playing Street Fighter, which wasn't Street Fighter, it was a horrendous mutation of something that kind of looked like Street Fighter in the game. It was hideous and scary as hell. So to me, it's like, wow. Like, I mean, this is a big deal, is it not? So games will just be erased as if they never existed. It's not like a single player experience where, yeah, you could still play offline by yourself. I mean, yeah, they have a campaign to them, but that's not the point of the games. So that's a bad thing. And I'm wondering what's going to happen. Will Sony have any statement about this, or is the entire community who liked Little Big Planet just supposed to throw their hands up and say, oh, well, Sony decided not to support it anymore. I guess we're screwed, right? And I think, sadly, this is just going to happen more and more, is that we didn't realize when we started making games that had these major online components as part of the dynamic of the game, that once that dynamic is shut down because these companies just don't see it viable to maintain anymore for whatever reason, those games are erased from history. You know, no one can go back and play them. Imagine if, right now, you couldn't go back and play an old Street Fighter game. Imagine if you couldn't go back and play Super Mario Brothers because they had online components that are now disabled. So gaming history is forgotten, right?
Wasn't that kind of the point of Fightcade, in a sense, to try and preserve that shit? In some capacities?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fightcade, that's what that is, though. It's to keep the preservation of fighting games.
Precisely.
And yeah, he's missing the plot in this entirely.
Massively so. Fuck me, man. They fucking went over his head so much.
That's pretty fucked up. So, and by the way, people are confirming this did happen with Mario Maker 1 because they just turned off all the online functionality of the Wii U the other day. You're right. It was what, last week? Wii U went offline for good. No more online connectivity. So,
did he just try and snap his fingers and fail to snap his fingers? I know he's like about to burp here, you know, but we can catch up to that.
Yeah.
But did he actually fail its finger snap here? I didn't hear a snap. Did you guys hear a snap?
No, there's no Thanos.
Let's see.
Let me boost the volume a wee bit, you know, and then we'll play it again.
Functionality of the Wii U the other day. You're right. It was what, last week? Wii U went offline for good. No more.
Oh no, we heard it there. Okay, we heard it there.
There was it.
It was because of his mic setup.
Yeah,
like,
the filters.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can just do this and no problem.
We go. Hey, we can all snap. There we go. Phil, disappear. Damn, he's still there. I guess none of us are Thanos. Anyway, let's crack on, mate. And count
no Thanos for us.
Tevin, you gotta snap your fingers, make them go away.
If there's 2 burps here, we get a free space again, remember.
Online connectivity. So, whenever you have a Mario Maker 1, you have, and that's it. Everything else was lost.
Just one.
Wow.
One more, actually.
Lilica says Gran Turismo Sport was online only. The devs last minute patched it to be playable offline right before they ended all the servers, so it was nice of them. That is nice of them. Because, again, for posterity purposes, you want to have gaming history, you know, be preserved. And it's going to be a major deal if it's not, right? I mean, how are we going to forget entire generations? I remember Little Big Planet was huge, right? Like, Little Big Planet was legitimately a humongous game for Sony. Again, toys and collectibles and stuffed animals were being sold in stores because it was such a big thing. Now it just doesn't exist anymore. It's just erased. Anyway, all right, so that's my news story for today.
Like plush.
Click the right thing. There we go. Get back to the show. Hope you enjoyed it. And all right, so here's the deal. It's already 12:11.
No,
I went a little later than I thought I would. So I think what we'll do is we'll do a couple shout-outs. We'll see where it takes us and see if we want to do some Q&A today. I thought.
And apparently 1 Minute Man is a no-show. Make of that what you will.
Yep. Also Q&A.
Oh, fuck me.
Time for suggestion box.
Yeah, so much for short.
By the way, after about a half an hour of this poll running and 310 votes.
Oh my lord.
400 people watching. That's a pretty good percentile of people who voted. 47% of people are saying Fightcade setup stream. 36% are saying Game Pass night. It seems like the Hangout session is not really wanted right now. All right, so I'm going to take that to heart. And I will
I don't want to alarm us, but
I'll try to decide if we're
apparently
going to do that
DSP
Fightcade
is
setup
going
night or
off
if we're going to
to
do
restreams.
He's going to take it to heart, but he's not making a choice yet.
Rawfield just got hit by what's it called, a restreaming violation.
That might be his other channel though, correct? But not this channel.
Yeah, that's the Reacts.
Yeah. And that might be because Phil is reacting to things that he shouldn't be reacting to either. Potentially. Because also, if Phil gets his like notifications sometimes, it's like, oh, you shouldn't be watching this video. And he has to like take action to stop it. But yeah, so that could be a problem. Hopefully, that may be a problem for us later on down the line, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
past night on Tuesday. All right.
Well,
but
no,
thank
it
you for your
should be a
feedback.
different channel, so this should be fine.
No, but keep in
Yeah, I'm
mind-
looking at his DSP reacts right now. Stream unavailable. Stream suspended for policy violations.
Well, yeah,
Violations,
but
yeah.
bear in mind, this raw fill stream ends before the React content. Raw fill has a separate channel
Yeah.
for the React content. So this is a video. This is not. This is a live stream, but it's not live. It's not. It's a 2 hour
Yeah.
long stream, and then it goes on. He changes streams for the React content. So if that's not available later on, then we'll have to try and figure something else out. Well, we'll see. Actually, we can just Phil's raw stream again later on, because it'll still be live. And we can, We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Hopefully, Raw's raw Phil channel will be fine as well. We'll be okay.
All right, so we started off today with Spawn Killer, who did a $2 super chat and said, I still have my Fallout 4 Pip-Boy Collector's Edition. So, okay, so I got a question about that, okay? When Fallout 4 came out, that was the time when I stopped buying collector's editions. Because if you remember, when I was in Connecticut, I bought almost all the collector's editions. I still did a series called Release Day Unboxing. Remember that? And basically,
Who cares?
it was really, honestly, it was popular and profitable for me. You know, I would spend...
There's a key word right there. Profitable. That's the one big important word right there, which is why I fucking done it. Profitable. That's why I fucking done it. But then it stopped being popular and profitable, so I stopped doing that shit. Let's hear that one more time.
I bought almost all the collector's editions. I still did a series called Release Day Unboxing. Remember that? And basically, it was really, honestly, it was popular and profitable for me. You know, I would spend tons of extra money to get the better editions with cool collectibles or whatever came with it. I would live unbox it. I would show it off, all the different content and all of that. And then, you know, sometimes I would give this stuff away for a special giveaway. Sometimes I sold some of it years later. My wife is vacuuming and just made a loud noise with the vacuum cleaner. It was funny. I think the rug got caught up in it. But anyway,
She might have fell down.
Isn't she still not well? Or is she
Yeah, that's a
feeling
that's a
well?
good fact too. Yeah, that's a fun
Yeah.
fact too. If your stomach is feeling bad and you're not feeling well, first thing, go to bed. You go and lay down, rest. But all of a sudden, oh hey, I'm just vacuuming. Trying to push this pain away.
The second Phil
Not
stream
in
ended last
the
night.
Burnell place, Vega. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
second,
that's weird in the Burnell household.
the very second that Phil stream ended last night, she suddenly felt a whole lot better. Isn't it a miracle?
Oh my god.
Hallelujah. Yeah.
Hallelujah. She feels no better. Hallelujah.
BST says that Ket got her ivermectin shot. That is cruel and yet hilarious. I highly approve.
No, I can just imagine. Hallelujah. Oh, she's feeling better. Hallelujah. Is the co-op happening? Oh, she's not feeling well again, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
Monday night, I got the
Yeah,
sniffles.
I'm too sick.
there's no elephant in my hallway, just so you know. But yeah, like I used to do this regularly. And then I basically stopped doing it.
Let me rewind it so you guys can get a full context.
Special giveaway. Sometimes I sold some of it
heard that.
years later. My wife is vacuuming and just made a loud noise with the vacuum cleaner. It was funny. I think the rug got caught up in it. But anyway, there's no elephant in my hallway, just so you know.
She's breaking it.
There's no
elephant.
There's no elephant in my hallway. Just so you know, there's no elephant in my hallway. That wasn't a detractor saying that. That was Phil Burnell referring to his wife vacuuming in the hall as an elephant in the hallway. Big ups to Joel Tractor for super chat, who says she's trying to drown out this guy's annoying ass voice with a vacuum cleaner. She's failing spectacularly. And meanwhile, Phil's throwing
But
shade
she's
at
not
her.
pregnant, mind you.
Yeah,
He
that's
just wants
true.
to point that out.
Yeah, I love the fact that he's like either A, she's not pregnant, or B, let's address the elephant in the room. And now this, oh, there's no elephant here.
He
Yeah.
literally called
Called her
her
an
an elephant. Was one more time, just for the sake of being clear about what Phil just said.
Years later. My wife is vacuuming and just made a loud noise with the vacuum cleaner. It was funny. I think the rug got caught up in it. But anyway, there's no elephant in my hallway, just so you know.
Okay, so I have a D-Dog. I have a request for you. Take that scene from Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, where it's like, Mr. Frodo, look, it's an elephant, and it's kind of like that's a picture of cat. It's like, no one would believe this.
I mean,
I shall make it so.
An elephant.
It blows my
I
fucking
have bad
mind.
ideas. I know, because he said elephant, so it's like, God damn it, Mr. Frodo, it's an elephant.
I mean,
And I wonder why she doesn't want to come back on stream.
yeah,
I
wonder why.
I wonder
mean-
why, indeed, because the last time she was on stream, it's like, she doesn't want to be there. It's like pat the shoulder. It's very weakly.
It's just, it blows my mind he actually fucking, I still can't believe he fucking said that.
She's a big fucking bitch.
Unbelievable.
Ben, I think the reason why, Ben, that the reason why he doesn't realize that at all, it's because the Shadow Hal mentality. For those that haven't seen Shallow Hal, that's the reason why.
Shallow Hal was
yes.
a decent wee
Yes,
movie.
yes.
Yeah, it's a decent wee movie, Shallow Hal, yeah.
It's a good movie though, but it had a good message with it though. But that's how Phil kind of sees Cat as, I think.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck me, man, but I cannot believe you fucking referred
You know,
to
the
it.
swimsuit model.
Yeah. Is he going to try and retcon that and says he referred to the drug? Who's the elephant in this context? Is it the rug? Is it the vacuum cleaner? Or is it a fucking 400-pound wife?
But yeah, like I used to do this regularly. And then I basically stopped doing it when I moved out here. Why? Because number one, I just didn't have the money for it anymore. You know, spending $150 to $200 on every major release that has a collector's edition was way too expensive. Number two, the stuff was becoming junk. Like a lot of stuff I got in the collector's editions wasn't very valuable or even worth looking at. Number three, the release day unboxing videos were becoming few and far between. Why? Because games weren't coming with much to unbox anymore. A typical game, you'd open it up, it was a disc with no instruction booklet and nothing on the inside, and the box was so bare bones, the unboxing was super boring. So I just phased them out and stopped doing them. And then when Fallout 4 was coming out, and they announced the Fallout 4 with Pip-Boy edition, I was like, oh, dude, like that would have been one. That probably would have been an amazing.
Oh, dude. Phil said, dude. That's great for us, dude.
Burger.
There we go.
Dude.
Remind us, how many? So we have 3 free spaces so far as things stand, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Lakes,
Mm-hmm.
Burts,
Yep,
and
we're still waiting
Snorts
for
all
one more
have
boss.
One more boss because of the free space as well. Correct, yes. But yeah, right now we're 7 away altogether. Although you count the free spaces, we only need 4.
Amazing unboxing, but at that time, you know, I was in a lot of issues with money and everything, and I was like, yeah, I'm just not gonna drop that amount of money. Even if I made an unboxing video that made some money back, I didn't think it was gonna be very worth it. So I basically stopped doing those. And then, so I guess I don't know if that Pip-Boy is any good. Did anyone ever get that? Anyone in the chat? I know Spawn Killer says he has it. Was it any good?
I have it.
And was it?
It feels like he's hinting someone to send him it for his Fallout 4 replay.
Probably.
Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna
Like, do
happen.
you feel like that Pip-Boy was worth spending the money on? Did it have features and stuff that you liked? Or was it just kind of crappy? Like, I don't actually know what it was. Wasn't it just plastic? But what was on the screen? Did it actually have interactions and stuff?
I
had
actually
VATS,
do
Phil.
have this.
Yeah, Phil, I had VATS. You could sort it in time. It was great.
I actually do have that Pip-Boy from the Pip-Boy edition. So essentially it was the Pip-Boy and it was nicely made for like a collector's item. It's nicely made. It's like good for like if you're going to a convention, you're dressed up as a vault dweller.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is with the like Nex just said, it was you had to use your phone with it and you could have it set up with the app that was included with it. But it did work really well with it though. So it's just a way for you to use your phone with the app.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Right? I think
It was
cosplayers
very
used
cool.
it, right? For Fallout cosplay and stuff like that. But
No, they
I'm
made
just
their
curious
own.
if anyone ever here had it and liked it. I've never seen it in person. I know it exists. I saw pictures of it online and everything, but I never actually like saw someone using one to see if it was any good or if it was anything cool. So
Oh no, I just had a bad thought.
Regal Justice, I never played Fallout. Which would you?
What's your bad thoughts?
I had a bad
What is
thought.
that?
What if he did get it though, and he was trying to show it off? He puts his phone into it. He's like, "Hey guys, look at it. It's WWE Champions on his phone." It's like, "Oh, whoops! Here's the app." I do wonder if the app still works. Might give it a shot later.
I mean, it may it can't hurt to try, of course. It can't hurt to try.
Start with someone who's new to the series. It's such a tough question. I'll just say this: don't play 76. If you're gonna play Fallout, you've got to play 3 New Vegas or 4. Do not.
I hear New Vegas is the best one. All the
New
3.
Vegas or 3.
Well, the second right, the tier, the tier list I've seen is basically New Vegas 1 is number 1. Fallout 3 is second best. Fallout 4 is probably best, and Fallout 76 avoid at all costs.
What about 1, 2, and Tactics?
No, don't care. I didn't ask. Too old.
Okay, fair point.
Too old, yeah. They're meant to be good as well, to be fair, but they are quite old, obviously. So yeah, New Vegas is meant to be best for sure, though. Number 1.
76. Now, 4 is the more modern one. It plays almost like a shooter, but it has RPG elements, but it's a lot of shooting. 3, okay, probably has the best story elements of most of them, but the combat is a little bit rough, sadly. Like in 3, you can't really do a melee class. They're not very viable.
Melee.
And then New Vegas is kind of good combination. Got a good story, and they improved various gameplay elements that now almost every playthrough is like viable. Like you do energy weapons run, small weapons run, explosives run, melee weapons run, and they all kind of work. Okay, so it really depends on what you're looking for. They're all pretty good of the first 3. Most people would argue that 3 and
is that the same as I would argue?
Hold on, let's go back. Let me hear it again.
Most people would argue is what he said.
Depends on what you're looking for. They're all pretty good of the first 3. Most people would argue that 3
that would be
in Vegas
I
are the
would
better
argue.
games, but that 4 is more accessible. So pick your poison or pick your pleasure.
Because
I
he's
guess. They're all pretty
replaying
good.
it, so it's literally like him saying he would argue it, even though other people.
Yeah.
It's like when he says, "We need to do this, guys." Basically, me.
Or a lot of people said.
The fact that he
Yeah, I
didn't
would count
challenge
that
it,
as a
the
we would
fact
argue.
that he never challenged that point makes me feel like he also believes it. So yeah, I'm inclined to say he would also
Yeah.
argue it. So that's why I'm countering it. There we go.
3 in Vegas
He
are the
likes to
better
put the
games,
blame
but that
on
4 is
others.
more accessible. So pick your poison or pick your pleasure. I guess they're all pretty good.
4 is not the best, in my opinion.
Motherfucker, mute you.
Okay.
Mute you.
So thank you,
Shut the
Spawn Killer,
fuck
and
up.
Spawn Killer's still here. I'd like to hear about the Pip Boy. All right, first tip of the day.
Give me the
Was
Pip Boy.
said,
Tip.
We have another bingo on the card.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Outstanding stuff. We are doing fantastically well indeed. We only need, as things stand, 2 more for a full house.
Yeah, we need him saying, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Oh, let's see
Or contributions.
here. The Big Dog
Or
tipped me
comment.
$5.01 says, "Have you or Cat listened to the new Taylor Swift album yet? It's really good. It's probably the last thing anyone in this household would listen to. We'd probably listen to like a chorus of
Tribal
howler
music.
monkeys going ooh 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 before we listen to Taylor Swift.
But it's got Fortnite in it, with the guys from Dead Poet Society.
You could have just said no, Phil.
He could have.
So thank you to the Big Dog for a $5.01
Like-
tip to start off the tipping today. I appreciate that.
Did he say
Like-
me? Really?
Free?
Okay. By the way, I'm pretty sure you knew that was my answer. I'm pretty sure that you understand that I don't care about Taylor Swift, right? Okay. All right. That's what we've got for now. If any other contributions come in,
Contributions.
Contributions.
Contributions!
5 in a row. That's concerning.
We only need 1 more to end the suffering. If Phil says or does one of these things, or if he says boss one more time.
And guess
We win.
what, D-Dog? Me and you win the bingo again.
It's not over yet.
Yes!
Don't count your chickens before they're hatched. It's not over yet.
If it happens. No, I love
know,
how
I
both. No, here's the thing. I love how both of you are like, "Oh, this card's gonna win." I'm just like, meh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you
Oh, do you
understand
want to
it,
jinx
sure.
it?
I understand it.
All right, let's just
didn't wanna
see.
jinx
Let's
it,
see
so
if
that's
we
why-
get it. Let's see. Let's just let him cook and let's see if we get it.
I'll shout them out now, guys. Today's React Day, and as you know, as I tell you, with the React show, particularly the one on the DSP Reacts channel. Okay, sadly, I don't make revenue on anyone watching videos on that channel for the most part, and the reason is because every time I do this React show on Sunday, most of the videos get claimed on YouTube for content ID because we're watching other people's content. So there's no ad revenue to go around on the React channel. Really, the profit on my React channel is twofold: memberships and the profitability of the streams. And every Sunday I do a stream, so anything you contribute today, whether it be a super chat, a membership, or a tip, is going to help out my efforts to make React content. And I hope that you will support the stream, because typically what ends up happening is we get some good support early on the podcast, and then once the React show starts, for some reason it's like dead. And it's like, I'm doing the show, I'm enjoying it, I have an audience, but the contributions just die. And it's like, it kind of sucks, because I like the React stuff. I want to keep doing it. I think it's good for variety, but it has to remain viable. Okay? So,
This dirty bastard. Do you see what he fucking did there with his fucking ear?
He fucking. Yeah, he picked it and he wiped it on his. He didn't even wipe it on his pants. He wiped it on the bottom of his shirt.
Yeah, his shirt.
I like the React stuff. I want to keep doing it. I think it's good for variety, but it
Maybe his pants.
Oh, he wiped it on his crotch.
Or yeah, thinking like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Phil?
Gotta grease it up for later.
Oh God.
He's
fuck
saving
off.
it for
Oh,
later.
No, hold
He's
on.
saving it for Ron. Later on.
I cannot believe I cannot mute this kid. It's gonna kill me. I'm gonna have to kill myself.
That's how I fucking
Can't
feel.
mute me.
Listen to some of these fucking things being said. That's how I fucking feel sometimes.
I cannot believe I cannot mute this kid. It's gonna kill me. I'm gonna have to kill myself.
have to remain viable. Okay?
Please do.
So, if you like the stuff, please support it today. Okay? X Shooter just did a super chat. Thank you, X Shooter. How did you get the Fallout figure behind you? Oh, hold on a second here.
Shut your hole.
Hang on. Did he mute?
Excuse me.
He did.
Yeah, he
So-
did.
There's another burr. Yeah.
This is a bobblehead, a Vault Boy bobblehead from Fallout. However, it is not actually themed to anything. For example, it's not the strength bobblehead or the intelligence bobblehead. It's
They asked you how you got it, Phil. Just fucking answer the fucking question.
none of that, right? It's
Yeah.
a generic bobblehead, and it says Vault 111 on the back. So it is themed to Fallout 4, because that was actually the vault in Fallout 4 was Vault 111. Okay? How did I get it? Well, back in the day, you know, almost a decade ago at this point, I had some various different partnership opportunities, and one of them that they actually reached out to me. I didn't reach out to them. They contacted me. Was Loot Crate. And Loot Crate, for those who don't know, is a subscription-based service where every month you pay a fee, and then they send you a box of swag. That's what they called it. Although today you probably wouldn't even call it that anymore. You probably just say a bunch of collectibles, right? So you would get a T-shirt, you would get stickers, pins, maybe a comic book, maybe a poster, and every once in a while you get something pretty cool like this. And I actually got a specially themed for the launch of Fallout 4. They had a specially themed Fallout Loot Crate, and this came with it. It's probably, honestly, out of all the things I ever got about from Loot Crate, I got a couple neat T-shirts and this bobblehead. Probably the two.
No, the best thing you ever got from fucking Loot Crate was
Fucking inflatable fucking crown.
without a doubt, that was the best top tier thing you ever got from that fucking Loot Crate fucking service you're promoting.
And Jasper put holes in it.
Yeah, and then Phil couldn't be arsed blown up every fucking 2 months or whatever just to fucking keep it inflated so he fucking put it in a bin. Along with all the fucking DoorDash fucking
I think
boxes.
another thing that he actually got, he got the Doctor Strange cloak, which he never uses.
The Pikachu hat.
That too.
Yeah, he uses that sometimes with the Pikachu hat.
And the Bender hat, yeah.
And oh god,
The Pikachu and Bender hat, yeah.
hat. The
Could you imagine DSP
Bender
with a
hat.
cloak?
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
That was a well-timed question. Thank you very much.
Pretty much, yeah. I was gonna say something, but you beat me to it.
Two coolest things I ever got out of Loot Crate. The thing is, today you can literally buy every bobblehead from Fallout. Like you go online, and there's companies that make these branded, and you can get like every single one. This one just happens to be generic because it's not branded. It was a Loot Crate exclusive. It even says like on the bottom here in the ultra fine print, 2015 Bethesda Studios, all rights reserved. And it has a code, but I don't know what the code is for. I don't actually know what it means. Yeah, it has a code, but I don't know what it means. So that's where I got this. It was limited run, only available through Loot Crate. But you can go online and get every single one if you want. Okay? Cool. So by the way, what happened to Loot Crate? They went out of business because their model failed. Basically, they kept trying to sell junk in these crates, and no one wanted them, and they went out of business, and then a new company bought them, and since I've relaunched it, and now I don't know anything about it. I don't know if the quality has gone up or whatever, but it was just funny because at one point, Loot Crate was so prominent, like every YouTuber was doing it. We all had partnerships with Loot Crate.
Phil, you were a paid show? But I thought you weren't one of those other YouTubers. I thought you fucking avoided that sort of thing. Like, I thought his, like, you know, his moral compass made him not want to be like all these other content creators and be a paid shill.
Now it is time.
Basically,
Yeah, that's why it relies on tips.
They went into business with DSP and Loot Crate fucking died. Everything DSP touches fucking dies. As simple as that.
Every month,
But he won't touch himself,
YouTubers.
except for May 1st.
Oh, God.
Funny because at one point Loot Crate was so prominent, like every YouTuber was doing it. We all had partnerships with Loot Crate. So every month you'd have like 1,000 YouTubers who were unboxing Loot Crate things, and then it just disappeared because the company went bankrupt. So I don't know if that still happens today or not. I don't know if anyone does those kind of unboxings anymore. Okay.
They still exist, but they're not called Loot Crate anymore. There's one
You know
that's
what's
just
funny
like a smack.
is
Like
there's another
snack
company.
box.
I can't remember. Were they called like One Up Box or something like that? They were trying to compete with Loot Crate, and they also wanted to have me as a partner. And I said, sure, I'll just give it a shot. Like I didn't really commit to it. I said, if you send me a few of the boxes or whatever, I'll unbox them.
Send me things for free and I'll think about it. Ew.
And I'll see if they're any good. I think they sent me like
That's not
6
how it
boxes,
works.
and they were all crap. Like every month was garbage. I was like, this is like a really crappy thing. So I actually stopped unboxing them and making videos. And I even wrote to my contact. I was like, please stop sending me your boxes. They're very low quality and I don't want them anymore. And they continued to send them to me for like another year. And then I think they went out of business, so they stopped sending those to me too. It was very bizarre.
He said that
all these companies operated. It was so weird the way that they operated.
Hey, he said that the fucking company contacted him. So now he's saying he went to his contact. Is he talking about someone from Machinima or talking to someone from the company?
I think it's a company. Like, they reached out to him first and said, "Are you interested?" And Phil's like, "Oh, send me some shit and we'll see." Phil apparently was not
I'm thinking
impressed.
that I don't think a company reached out to him. I think someone reached out to Machinima who was in contact with Phil, and they reached out to him.
I'm not actually sure if Phil was with Machinima at the time when the Loot Crate stuff. I can't mind the time frames.
No, he was. He was still
he?
in partner with them. He lost his partnership with Machinima when 2017. That's when he lost it.
But when did Loot Crate end?
Loot Crate ended. I'll look up that for
That's
you.
not-
Let me look up a
right,
little thing.
Right.
But it sounds like the same as it was with Rooster Teeth. Because
When did Loot Crate end?
I feel like
August 12th, 2019.
that's what I'm saying. Loot Crate was later. That's what I'm saying. So I feel like he wasn't with Machinima when the Loot Crate stuff was still going on. See, I wasn't sure
I'm
when
gonna
he stopped doing Loot
I'll
Crate.
check something. I'll check something else too. Let me check something.
Okay, go.
DSP Loot
Like you're gonna send me just a bunch of junk, and
but
not
that's
even like
like
it was
with
so odd.
Rooster Teeth, though. With Rooster Teeth, when they got their advertising, what was it when Discovery pulled their advertising and such? You know, because they were going apart. They had like other side people like Internet Today, Screw Attack, and all the rest of it. And Mr. Beast took over, is now supplying all those guys with their advertising now.
Jesus Christ, man! Like Mr. Beast is
yeah.
Like,
is there anything that Mr. Beast doesn't do? Exactly.
Okay, so right here, Loot Crate. His last unboxing of the Loot Crate stuff was on March 2017. March. Let me see. March 31st, 2017. That was the last he did of Loot Crate stuff.
And he was still a machinima at that time.
Let me check and see. Let me see. DSP.
2017 as well, you know what I mean? So I imagine.
Kicked out of machinima.
Oh god, I still remember.
Well, I don't think DSP is going to get Mr. Beast advertising.
Fun fact.
Chocolates with chocolate.
Fun fact. March 2017. That's when machinima dropped him.
He dropped
March 2nd.
Well, there you go. So Loot Crate was technically afterwards, not long afterwards.
Yeah, because it would have been the last package.
Yeah.
Oh, should I look up to see when? Should I look up to see when he got Loot Crate?
Nah, man, I'm not too fussed about that. I mean, it sounds like it was tied in machinima in some capacity though, which is why Phil kept getting Loot Crate stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
because if he got that last one in March,
and then Phil says, "Oh, I'm not
Let me see
interested
what
anymore." I don't know.
Yeah, that's what he'll say, but we all know the real answer.
But yeah, but Phil's narrative here is that 1UP contacted him. He said, "Send me some shit and we'll see." He wasn't impressed. He tried to get in touch with him again, saying, "Stop sending me stuff," and they ignored him for a year before they went to a business or some bitch and stuff. I don't know, but that's Phil's story. Phil wasn't impressed with 1UP, but apparently they kept sending him stuff anyway, even though he asked him not to.
Yeah.
So,
September 2014 is when he first got it.
there you go. And it's probably fucking. It wasn't even. It was probably fucking through machinima in the first place. They contacted machinima and said, "Phil, would you want this shit?" And Phil's like, "Yes, please, free shit."
Yep, that's all he wants. He wants free shit.
He's a paid show.
Anyway,
pretty much.
All right. So I guess that's what I got for now. If anyone has anything they'd like to talk about, please tag me in the chat. And
Say boss one more time so we can end our fucking suffering.
we'll have a little bit of a conversation here.
Comment.
Since we have some extra time. Didn't that 1UP company send you a 1UP beanie? No. I didn't get any beanies or anything from a company like that. That's stuff I bought myself.
The Pikachu one?
That's not
You
good.
prefer the new Xbox controller over the PS5 one? Can you rate them on a 1 to 10? I'm starting to get annoyed by the PS5 design, especially the low thumbstick, says Rollor. Here's what I like about the Xbox controller. Number one,
God.
all right, it's very light. Why? Because there's no built-in battery. With no built-in battery, the controller just feels better naturally in your hands. You can use it wired, and you don't have to worry about the thing being heavy, okay? Number two,
It's a fucking joystick controller. Heavy. Oh, this thing is uncontrollable because I got a little battery in the fucking controller. It's too heavy for me.
Yeah, that's what
lift
makes
this
it
off
heavy.
the ground.
Yeah. 2 AA batteries broke my arm the other day.
Oh my fucking god, Phil! It's not a fucking battery for a fucking Tesla or some pish, Phil. It's a little joystick controller battery. It's barely got any fucking weight to it. You drop it on your fucking toe, you're not going to fucking break it or anything. It's a oh my god, you weak ass bitch. Little noodle arms can't lift a
Oh
controller.
my god. It's so heavy. Ow.
grip
I
on the
dropped
back
my
of the
controller
controller, the
in my lap.
texture to it, is a much better grip and texture than what's on the PlayStation controller. So just grabbing it like this feels so good. I'm like, oh, this is very comfy, and this is, yeah, it's just good. And then,
Well,
I like
we
the
do
button
know you're a
placement and how the
two-handed
buttons are a
kind of
certain
guy,
shape that
Phil.
you can feel, and I do like that the left thumbstick is higher and the right thumbstick is lower. I don't know why, but it just naturally feels better to me, okay? Also, I like that the triggers actually feel like triggers that you're clicking to shoot something, all right? So there's a lot of different features on this control. The feel, the lightness, the positioning, and the buttons and the triggers, they all feel better to me,
Who fucking
okay?
cares?
I agree. Grabbing it feels so good.
Nope.
If you compare that to the
No
PS5
Zelda
controller,
pajamas.
okay,
It's Flash.
number one, immediately it's heavier. I'm like, I don't like that as much. The spacing. If you actually look at the two controllers and you kind of overlap them, you'll notice that the handles on the Xbox controller are more angled out. This is more angled down. I feel like the angling out feels more natural, and the angled down kind of forces you to make your hands curve in a little bit more than you would want
hate
naturally.
this.
Also,
No,
the back
they
of the
don't.
PS5 controller does not have as good of a grip. It's more fine of a grip. It's still there, but it's not as noticeable. The thumbsticks. I like the texture of the thumbsticks on the Xbox controller. On the PS5 controller, they're already kind of smooth, and they wear out right away. Like, I tell you this right now, this thumbstick will not remain nice and pristine for more than like a couple months if you use it all the time. It just wears out and gets smooth, while you still are going to feel the grooves and the texture of the thumbstick on the Xbox controller. I don't like the haptic feedback. It very much doesn't add anything to games. Okay, I think
You
Sony
can
was
turn
really
that
going for that
off.
on this console gen. There's going to be some big deal. I don't think there's been a single game besides the launch titles. Like the launch titles for PS5, I felt like haptic feedback was good. Since then, I don't think any or many games utilize it to the point where if a game has it, I don't even realize.
this.
I just ignore it. It doesn't affect my gameplay at all.
This is so bad.
In addition, no one uses this
Make the
touchpad.
bad
Like
man
no one.
stop.
No games utilize this thing.
stop.
So you've got haptic feedback, you've got touchpad, you got all this stuff in this controller. Even the speaker. I know I never want the speaker to ever play a noise. I would prefer that all the audio comes out of my headphones or whatever. I don't want my controller trying to talk to me, right? It's distracting and you can't hear it that well either.
You
So
can turn
I don't like
that off.
And it's like basically all the features that make the PS5 need to have that battery pack built in are features I don't want. I would prefer remove the control, the speaker, remove the haptic feedback, remove the touchpad, and take the battery out. And if this controller was lighter, maybe I would like it more. Also, the triggers aren't nearly as good. The triggers, again, they're stubbier and smoother. Rather than feeling like a real trigger that you're clicking to shoot something, it just kind of feels like something you slip on. So, I don't know. I just don't really like this controller that much. I think it's okay. But I think that for ease of use and comfort and the natural feeling of your hands, I think that the Xbox controller is just superior. That's my take.
I'm sorry, but look at Phil's arm right now.
There's no muscle.
There's nothing natural about that fucking ghoulish looking motherfucker. That hasn't.
Hell no.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, when is
Is he doing the robot?
looks like it. I love how Lemur's like, when have you ever pulled a real trigger?
I was thinking of myself. He's fucking like, acting like he's a fucking firing an AK-47 every weekend or some shit. What would he know what a real trigger's like?
He doesn't. He has no idea what a real trigger feels like. And I'm just looking at. He's like, and now he's like, get rid of the speaker. He's like telling people to get rid of all the features that they have on the PS5 controller. It's like, okay, so get rid of immersion that a game might have with it, though. Like, say, for example, something's talking to you on the speaker. It's like, oh, I feel like I'm part of the game. No, just get rid of that. No immersion.
The comments from Rainy Lemure: bubble guns don't count, you smarmy fuck.
Fair point. Yeah, that's the only trigger that he used.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
It's been my take for 2 console gens. Even last gen, I said I like Xbox better. The gen before that, I said I liked Xbox better. I just think that's a well-designed controller, and this one is just like, oh, look at our controller that has a bunch of neat stuff in it you don't use, right? It's like, throw as much in here as you can.
You can still use it.
And then make sure that, you know, it's nothing actually that adds anything to the experience. Like, the touchpad is the biggest bust ever. It's been 2 gens they've had this on there. Can you name one game, a single game, where having a touchpad instead of a start button was beneficial? A single fucking game where you really use that touchpad for anything to just press it to open a menu. It's a waste of time. Nothing uses it. I have no idea why in the holy hell that touchpad is on there.
Hogwarts is another.
Oh, all right. I received a $2 tip from the UPS guy.
Oh no.
He says, if I remember correctly, you have a Patreon, and there is a tier to have personal videos made. Is there a way to do that without Patreon? And I'm sure I know the answer. Have you ever thought of having a cameo? Reason is the question is someone's birthday is coming up this Friday. Excuse me. So, I do have a Patreon. I almost never mention it. It's patreon.com/darksidephil. Usually, all it's used for is legacy supporters who back in the day liked my content but didn't come to my live streams, but they wanted to support me in another way, like they watched the on-demand videos or whatever, and they wanted to help out, and they would pledge to my Patreon. And it's just an ongoing pledge that happens once a month, and they help out. And it does. It helps a lot.
A reminder.
So Slayer.
200 likes would end the suffering. I'm just saying. Or 4 more snorts. 4 more snorts or 200 likes would end the misery for us all right now.
Or boss.
Or a boss. I felt to say boss one more time.
He should if someone gives him a tab asking about Elden Ring.
You know, it's a little bit of supplementary income for me.
Did we get Joel 100 likes? Yeah.
By the way, hold on. You said that earlier on. Joel L. Tractor's super chat earlier on got 17 likes, so a bit short of the 100. I'm just a little bit short of the 100. Sadly, that's not going to give us a free space.
Scroll up and get it back, people.
It's gone, I think, for most people. It's gone.
They can switch over. What? Switch over the tab. They can do it.
Yes, they can do it.
Actually, that's true. Yeah,
we have the technology.
People can click on fan funding and give Joel Tractor's first super chat a like if they choose to do so. About a 25-year-old game has trouble running on modern hardware, film monetarily affected. If that got 100 likes, we're gonna get a free space.
We're gonna get a free space.
And I doubt the possibility it could happen.
I'm just saying.
The reverse psychology
has gone on for too long.
The reverse psychology.
Look, I got Lefty 45 likes on his 15 people the tank game the other day. This is doable.
War Thunder.
This is doable. Yeah.
We just need one more thing to happen.
I've always had a tier for
Exactly.
$50 pledge where I make you a private video. The original idea
Phil needs
was that it's a
to
private
pull
Q&A video,
over.
okay, where you ask me a bunch of questions, and I literally will just sit there and have this discussion with you about answering the questions. And it's supposed to be around a 20-minute video, give or take, sometimes a little longer depending on the subject matter, right? So essentially, I did Cameo before Cameo. Like, and I've been doing this for a decade, okay? It's been 10 years since I opened my
Lord.
page.
Up
Phil Burnell
You've
invented
been a cameo now?
Phil
and
Burnell
the suffer.
invented
Make the
cameo.
bad man stop.
Oh.
Make the bad man stop.
Oh,
More
this is so...
delusions of grandeur.
I gotta mute this fucker. How do I do it? So let's just mute that motherfucker right now.
Oh,
Let's mute him.
it's so bad.
I think I peed just a little.
It's so bad. Phil Burnell, the creator of Cameo, without having any of the influence or saying it, because he, oh my god, it is so bad.
Patreon or whatever, or was it 9 years? I think it's like 9 years since I opened my Patreon. So yeah, this has been something ongoing for a very long time that I do. Now, does it happen all the time? No. In fact, these days it's a rarity that anyone would want a private Q&A video. All right, but it just so happens that when I started doing React content 2 years ago, there was a demand for me to do more React content, but maybe not necessarily a public React, but something more privatized. And so at that point, people said, hey, would you ever consider for those private videos that you already have on your Patreon, would you consider doing reacting instead of Q&A? I said, sure, as
Would
long as
people
it's something
comment?
that's reasonable. You know, I'm not going to react with subject matter that I'm not interested in or super bothers me or something like that. So over the last year and a half, I reacted to K-pop,
Ooh, burp.
travel vlogs, food vlogs, documentaries and political style stuff, anime, philosophical videos, religious videos. You probably don't know about most of those because they're private videos. There's only very few people like Slayer usually will post up all his videos publicly for others to watch, but most people don't. I've done many of these videos that you guys are not aware of and wouldn't know because people kept them. These are private videos for themselves. Okay. So there you go. So that's how I do it now. If you're interested in getting a private video made, yes, it has to be done through Patreon. You might say, well, why? I don't get it. It's just simple. It's because it's a business transaction, right? If you're going to send me funds and I'm going to give you something transactionally back, there has to be a record of that for record keeping, for tax purposes, for all of that. So by doing it through Patreon, it's kosher, basically. You know, everything's there, everything's documented, it gets recorded properly and everything. If you're just sending money and say, hey, make a video, you know, there's really there's no proof there that a transaction took place properly. You know what I'm saying? So really, it's a way to do it properly for my business. And it's a way to do it so that it protects both sides. That you can see that there was a proper transaction. I made the video, I provided the video, you know, it's kosher that way, okay? Now I get it, maybe you don't want to use Patreon. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't do private videos outside of Patreon. That's just how it works, okay? I'm not setting up a Cameo, there's no point. I already have a Patreon where you can do it through that. I can't imagine why you wouldn't want to do it through Patreon. Literally hundreds to probably upwards of 1,000 people over the years have pledged to my Patreon and had 0 issues. So I don't know. It's one of the most, there's nothing wrong with it. It works fine. And by the way, you can immediately go in, pledge, and just withdraw your pledge right after. And it counts as a one-time transaction. It's not an ongoing thing. That's how you do it. That's what I would recommend. But if you need a video made by Friday, I can't make a video by Friday. You know, these are things that I have to fit into my schedule. And as of right now, I don't have any time set out where I'd be able to make private videos right now. I usually do it once a month. I usually do it the first week of every month because that's Patreon. The way it works is if you have an ongoing recurring subscription, it charges on the first of the month, usually clears by the second. Okay. And then you can, basically once a month get your video made. And I usually do it all together in one night that first week of the month. So if you were to pledge it now and say, hey, I want a video done right away, I can't do that. If you were to pledge now and be like, hey, can I have a video like the first week of May? Yes, I could do that. Okay. And by the way, I'm getting some more questions about this. For example, Lilica says, did you ever deny reacting to someone's Patreon video? Yes, I denied 2 different ones. One of them, someone literally wanted me to like react directly to detractor content. And I refused. I said, there's no point. Doing that just gives them attention they don't need because you know that this video would probably be put up publicly somewhere. I'm not going to do that. I don't.
Wouldn't that be the person that gave him money though that done that? Like, for detractors to get that footage in the first place, it would require the person that gave you the money to then show that off. But Phil, isn't that when you make the content for them? Doesn't that become their content? That is what you've told your audience over and over again. Why is it a big deal?
Yeah, because they're paying for it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Did he refund the money? I don't think so.
What's the excuse for not reacting to it privately through Patreon for $50 fucking dollars?
No point. Doing that just gives them attention they don't need because you know that this video would probably be put up publicly somewhere. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to give attention to those who don't deserve it. They get enough as it is. And just further talking about or promoting detractor content is the opposite of what I would want. So what if you paid me $50? That doesn't help when ultimately it's just going to be toxic content for the internet that makes me look worse, right?
It's your content. It's you reacting to the content. And you're saying you're going to be toxic about it? The answer makes no sense to me.
And then there was one person who basically wanted to show me detractor videos of somebody else. Like it wasn't me. It was someone else had detractors and they wanted me to watch their videos and react to their detractor videos about somebody else. And I also refused there. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. That's what they do to me. And it hurts me so badly. I know what it feels like. I don't want to basically create more detractor content for this person. All right. So, and by the way, both of the...
Yeah, And LTG, fucking shout out
Sorry,
LTG
cough.
stuff as well. That nasty ass coffee got there. Oh, it's getting
Yeah, I
warmer.
know.
It's getting warmer in Renton. It's up
Allergies.
to 13 degrees Celsius has been hit.
Oh my lord! Heat wave.
Oh, you can fry an egg on Phil's auto-shaped head.
Cases, someone did not send me the money ahead of time. They asked me first, which is exactly what you should do. If you're interested in getting a private video made, but you're not sure it's something I would be interested in, you should absolutely ask me first. But I do have the ability to reject and refund through Patreon if it's something I don't want to do. So,
Is it nonsense?
Let's see here. Kirk tipped me $1. The Loot Crate business model is no bueno. It might have been fun for kids, but for adults, you want to buy things a la carte. Anyway, now that Fallout Season 1 is over, do you think it's the best show of the year? Personally, I rank One Piece as the best show. I didn't see that. Consequentially, both shows can be woke, but still be great content. I don't know. I didn't see it. I really don't watch a lot of new shows. This is probably the first new show that I've seen this year. And I really liked it. That's all I can really say. Okay.
Is it nonsense?
Let's see here. I believe a super chat came in, but I missed.
Holy shit, 13.2 degrees now. Well, this is not right now, this is like fucking an hour ago or whatever in Renton. But yeah, that fucking thermometer's fucking going sky fucking high.
It's sweltering.
Missed it.
Tropical heat wave.
Big Fridge. The super chat says, do you think a PC would improve your Street Fighter 6 ranked experience? It may, but I can't guarantee that. You know, all I'll say is this. I played on Xbox, and then I played on PS5. And in both instances, it seems like my inputs dropped quite a lot. That's all I can say from my own experience. I have not played on PC. I don't know if PC would give a better experience. But all I will say is, isn't it a crazy, crazy coincidence that the vast majority of players in Master Rank at top levels and almost every single competitive FGC player who plays this game in tournaments is playing it on PC?
That's not a coincidence, Phil. That's the fact that it runs better on PC. Look, you can optimize your computers better when you fucking play PC gaming to help run games better. You can have a better monitor for the fucking refresh rate and all that shit. You can basically have things to fucking set up to try and improve the input fucking delay and all that crap as well. PC gamers primarily have an advantage over console gamers. That is a fundamental fact in all games, not just Street Fighter, but all games in general. Doesn't matter if it's fucking Street Fighter or Rocket League or fucking whatever fucking Fortnite. PC gamers always have the advantage because they can fucking cater their gaming experience to suit them precisely, whereas they're limited by the console to be able to fucking do as much as they can from the limitations of the console. As simple as that.
Do you think that that's just a coincidence? They all decided to get gaming level PCs and play this game on PC? I mean, do you really? Or do you think there's a reason? And it's funny because people keep telling me, well, oh no, there's no evidence of that. Wait, what do you mean there's no evidence of it? Just look, they're all on PC. They may not talk about it on the internet because they don't want people to know about the advantage of playing on PC. They're not going to outright give away their secret. You know what I'm saying?
No fucking secret. Oh my fucking god. Spoiler alert. People that fucking play games competitively on PC have an advantage. That is not a secret. But Phil's acting like it's a fucking the biggest cover-up since fucking, you know, Watergate or some pish. What the fuck?
But what do you know? Lipstein says PC has a bigger player base. It's a cross-platform game. That's completely false. It's a cross-platform game, right? So I get the feeling, and this is just me guessing. I can't confirm or deny because I don't have a gaming PC, right? I almost guarantee you that playing this game on PC, sadly, gives you an advantage. I wish it didn't. I want all versions to be equal, but it just doesn't seem like that's the case. I bet whether it's the PC has a higher refresh rate, the PC has a lower
like
chance.
He's Will Shatner. Spock.
I got no idea. It's so fucking annoying.
It could be the noise gate.
Oh, that would explain it.
It's just
Fill up your man. He just wants to go to bed.
It's just so painful. This is getting late. And why can't we win?
To drop an input or whatever, right? Whatever it is, right? There's got to be an advantage. There's just no way, no crazy, just by complete chance and luck, that every pro player has a high-end PC and is playing this game on PC. If that were the case, if there was no advantage, they would all be playing it on PS5. So there's obviously an advantage. I don't know what it is. I can't confirm or deny. I'm not going to sit here and lie, but I can just guess, right? I guess high refresh rates, lower dropped inputs, they're having better react. I'll tell you this, it's so insane that I'm playing people in this game online, and they instantly react to stuff like Drive Impact. I see Drive Impact. The second I see it, I press the buttons. Mine never comes out. Every time I do Drive Impact against these people, their Drive Impact immediately comes out. So obviously there's a reaction deal there. Where I have more delay than them.
You're pressing the wrong buttons.
That because I'm playing on console, I have way more delay than them. Okay. So a big fridge, I don't know. Maybe yes. Maybe if I had a high-end gaming PC and I was playing Street Fighter 6, it would improve my game. I don't know.
Hint.
Nope.
Is he seriously going to fucking...
nope.
No, hold on. He got the game on Xbox at first, doesn't he? Or is it PlayStation 5?
Yep.
He has two
No, it's
different
Xbox.
versions. So, but didn't he be able to buy like the Elite version or the Ultra version or whatever, the $100 version of the game?
He did. He
bought
bought the
times.
Ultimate Edition of that, and,
Yeah.
and then later on he bought it again for the PS5 after he buys fancy new fight stick with online, by the way, with online.
So the joystick, 350 buckaroos. The Ultimate Edition of the game, $100. Another version of that $100 game for the other console, and now he's wanting a gaming PC to fucking run it smoothly and nicely for him, and then he'll probably buy the Ultimate Edition on PC should he get the gaming PC as well. He's going to end up spending, in theory, if Phil gets his way, a lot of money would be dropped, like, you know, I'm saying $2,000 to maybe $3,000. If Phil had his way, that money would be getting dropped on him getting a gaming PC, as well as the PC version of the Ultimate Edition of Street Fighter. Just so he can fucking delay his input.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking delay. What the fuck?
But when he got it for the PS5, the first week he couldn't blame the netcode and rollback and all the rest because it was supposed to be better on the PS5. He blamed the time zones of the different countries of why he was losing.
That's so painful.
Exactly.
It's so painful.
Yep.
Let's see here.
All those people.
And
I received a $10 tip
Slap it on your fan.
from Dan the Man. Thank you so much to Dan the Man for a $10 tip this morning. I appreciate that.
No money? I mean, no mention? No comment? Say comments, Phil. Say it. Say Iviga. Come on, say it.
He'll never say it.
I know.
Bruh.
Ooh, tasty.
All right. Next to last or last chance for any kind of question or shout out, because I do need to get the React show up and running. So thank you to those who have chilled
No, 1
and
minute,
tuned in
man.
this morning. Again, I will just urge you, if you like the React content, please support the stream today. I have noticed a pattern that sadly, a lot of the times when I start with the React stuff, all of a sudden all the support dries up during the React show. It's like, so if I didn't have a good pre-stream with the podcast, it ends up being like a dead stream. That sucks because that channel really only makes money off of memberships and the stream. So please support the stream today if you like the React stuff. Okay? Thank you.
Nope.
I just received another $1 tip. Thanks for answering my question. I understand everything you said. One more thing. Why does the month of April suck? It's always raining. At least out here in the south, I'm sick of it. Hope it doesn't rain on the weekend. I'm going to Gatlinburg for the weekend. I have no idea what Gatlinburg is, but okay. We'll enjoy. And yeah, April showers bring May flowers, I believe is the saying, right? There usually is typically in spring a lot of precipitation, but then it brings a lot of kind of growth and rebirth and all that stuff. Renewal.
God, it's like you just use words you hear randomly to try and sound smarter.
Rejuvenation, right?
Exactly.
Dark Maggot, see you later. You have a great day as well. Thanks for stopping by. No, I would not do cave diving. I'm not one of these people who seeks like extreme adventure and stuff like that.
Did say what the
I think
fuck
the
are you
narrative
talking about?
inclination
Come
of
on,
Harold
say
Halbert
that.
was alluring regardless of chat that didn't like the game. I told you guys I thought the game was perfectly fine. It wasn't super interesting, but also it wasn't bad.
So, never mind, that's just to see what game he's talking about there. It's like someone's calling him out basically for what I said about a game.
I think the narrative inclination of Harold Halbert was alluring regardless of chat that didn't like the game. I told you guys I thought the game was perfectly fine. It wasn't super interesting, but also wasn't bad. It was kind of a decent story so far, and having that dry humor, British wit to it was kind of neat. And I told you guys I'd be willing to go further in. I don't know. I only played 3 hours out of what was it, like a 12-hour game? So I can't make a judgment on it. Only having played like 3 hours of it. And I was willing to go further, but no, people that day were like, nah, we didn't. The views were not good on the on-demand videos. Half the people left the stream, and people were complaining the game was boring during said stream. So when you have that triple factor, I kind of know that not every game is going to be played longer. I think what it is so many people are used to be playing a game at length and committing to games, and I'm not doing that anymore. We already said if I'm going to be playing these Game Pass games and trying them, I'm not committing to it. Same thing with this game coming up, Another Crab's Treasure. If we play it and it's not so good, I'm not committing to playing it. All right, we're going to see what happens. Okay.
What did they say in the comments, though?
Would I be interested in a Fallout game based on characters from the show? No. I want the characters on the show to be in the show. I want them to be their own medium. Now, if you have a Fallout game that's based on lore generated from the show, that's different. Sure, give me a spin-off game that Fallout 5 has things that have happened during the show as part of its lore and affect the game. That I'm okay with. But I don't want those actual characters in the game, no.
It's nonsense, isn't it?
Neil says, thoughts on a retro show where people share memories of the 80s, 90s, and 2000s? I think viewership you have will have memories of those years. I don't know. What kind of a show would that be? Like, what do you mean? We have a show talking about Like, okay, tonight the topic is...
Why could he not have just said, what are you talking about? Why?
What the fuck it back? Yeah.
Yeah, or just
What
what
do
are
you
you talking
mean?
about?
What do you mean he said? It's not
What
the
do you
same
mean?
thing.
sitcoms that we all watched in the 1990s, and here's some of my favorites. And I outlined them and what I liked about them, and then we could talk about funny plots about each one, and then people could bring up shows that they liked. We could do research, right? Maybe that'd be interesting, like a late night chill talk show where we have topics like retro throwback topics. That's not a bad suggestion, actually. That could be kind of interesting.
Leave your comments about it.
Yes. Say comments.
I'll think about that. Let's think about that idea. I'd be down for that. Reminiscing about the past, I think, to the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Cool. Okay, anyway, we gotta get out of here, guys, because I gotta set up the react show. All right, so for those who chilled and supported the stream this morning, thank you. We're now gonna swap over for the DSP versus the Internet clip show. I hope you'll stick around. If you're watching live, what's gonna happen is on your screen is gonna pop right up and say, hey, head over there. You can just click right there and get set up. If you're just watching this on demand, I hope you enjoyed the show, and I hope that you will join me again tomorrow, where I'm sure I will recap everything that went down on the react show and any news or anything else going on, and we'll go from there. Thank you, everyone, for watching the Level 1 podcast. I will see you tomorrow morning.
Fuck.
Okay,
It's not over
let's
yet.
get set up.
It's not over yet.
Let us get set up
we
here, my
still got a
friends.
chance.
Let's see.
It's not over yet, Snake.
Aha. So, camera, and then logo.
Until he starts recording
then-
for that crap.
I already have the playlist lined up.
We keep going.
Correct? I think so, right?
Just set
And
up the
then I need the
scenes,
logo.
Phil.
And I need the pop-ups. Should be good. All right, guys. So I'm going to end the stream. You'll see the pop-up on your screen here on YouTube. Hey, head over to DSP Reacts to join and be part of the show. Please do so. It'll be about like 10-15 minutes, and then we'll start around 1 p.m. Pacific time over there with the React show, all right? Thank you, guys, for a great podcast. Thanks for the early support, and I'll see you over there for the show.
And now we can essentially go to DSP Reacts. And we'll just rewind his live stream until we need to get to where we need to get to. He's on
Yeah,
break
he's on
right
a
now.
break right now.
Wow, well, fucking great timing
On
now.
break.
Hold on, let me rewind it to where he turns up. Is he talking here?
Welcome to DSP React.
Yeah, he is.
Yep.
Perfect. Still got a chance.
Oh.
If I would, they're saying they're blaming me for this.
Here we go. The show continues.
Okay, what is up, everybody? I'm just about ready to go. Welcome to DSP Reacts for our weekly DSP versus the Internet Clips React show. Hope that you guys are ready to chill with me this afternoon as we watch a wide variety of stuff for sure. I'm taking a look here. Here we are. And I got it set up a little differently this week. At least I think what'll happen here is if I screw up, we could just easily resume. It won't like screw up the playlist. We're trying different things. You know, at one point I had the app on my phone synced with the app on my Xbox. And it worked for a while, but I'm thinking doing it this way might work a little better, but then again, I don't think that this will shuffle, technically. So it might be that we just pick a random video and hit play. I don't know. Anyway, well,
So this is the videos he has lined up for the Ultra members. Like spinning the something that's like yesterday video, spinning the whatever it goes. Maximum security prison inmate goes for medical checkup. Psycho kid kills father.
Kills father.
Okay. Psycho kills father. Spoiler, he skipped it.
Oh, okay. Then is how are these
Surprisingly.
games taking over industry, and then it's the house always wins. 2023 remaster Fallout New Vegas. Oh my god. Like,
Oh, that's where he's up to right now. That's what he's on. He's coming back from the break from.
right, okay, cool. So remember, the bingo still goes until Phil starts recording. We only need one thing to happen. We need Phil to say comment, nonsense, what the fuck are you talking about? Or we need him to use random hateful slurs. Or he can say boss one more time and that'll end it as well. Or we can get 200 likes and that would end it as well.
77 and more likes, and we can get it. It's doable.
Well,
77.
We'll just
That's
leave
all we need.
We'll just leave it on pause for a long time so technically bingo won't end until we get a free space. Oh, fuck me. That'll be cheesing it to the,
Yep.
to the
See,
DB.
there we go. Now we only need 76. Well,
welcome
77.
to the show,
now
everybody. I hope you're all
76.
doing well. I hope you're ready for some chill fun today. Are ya?
Please say comments.
A legendary birthday shout out. How do I know it's your birthday? I don't know if I believe you. I think you may be full of baloney. Right?
Is that hateful enough?
Come on. It's
Would that
Come
be
on, is it-
nonsense?
yeah.
Well, I need to say it.
Come on, Phil. What is it?
Enhancements. But is that hateful slurs?
I want us to say that's shit.
How's everyone? Hello? No one's talking in the chat. The chat's like dead. Well, that's not a good sign. Supposed to be doing a react show and no one is talking in chat at all. It's completely dead. Hello? Hi, I'm here. Hello? Hello? Like 200 people on the stream and climbing. Hi. Hello?
That must have been
What are you
hateful.
talking about, Phil?
That must have been hateful.
Okay, now people are starting to talk. They're like, dude, wake up. The show's about to begin. Wake up. Okay, I know. Like people fell asleep or something. All right. So, interesting variety of clips this week, by the way. And by the way, no Warhammer this week from what I saw. And also, no... Surprisingly enough, I thought that there'd be videos related to the Fallout TV show. We do have a Fallout video, but it's a music video. It's not related to the TV show at all. Like, there's nothing related to the TV show at all. So, I was surprised by that. But some of these like documentary style videos and things. Some interesting stuff this week. We have, I think, 11 Ultra member videos, and then I think we have like 20 submission tier videos that to check out. So, I think we may just do it. We're going to play all the Ultra, see how long it takes, and then get to the submission tier. And I might just pick either a random video to start with, or this week, just for variety, I may just start with the first video. We haven't done that in so long. Just go to the first submission and hit start. I may just do that this week, just for variety purposes.
I mean, if you really want fucking variety, just keep it randomized.
Yeah, exactly.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, we're about to begin. All right, and all I'm going to say is this. If you like the React stuff, which obviously there's hundreds of you that do because you're here every week, right? I would hope that you will support the stream in some way. There's many ways to do that. Obviously, a super chat, a membership, gifted membership, or a tip are 4 great ways to help support the React efforts, all right? As you know, when I stream, I try to hit $50 per stream. You know, that's a tier 1 tips goal. It would be great if we could hit that today on the React stream. Outside of that, everything is greatly appreciated. But remember, I do not do shout-outs live during the React show because we want to get through as many videos as possible without interruption. I split these parts about every 30 minutes. And so every half hour or so, I will update the leaderboard with any kind of contributions that come in and give shout-outs where appropriate. Fair enough. Also, remember how this show works. If you're a member of this channel, those are the people who are submitting these clips. These Ultra member clips here are from Ultra members, the highest levels of supporters, and they're guaranteed that we watch their clips every week. Okay? The submissions tier is a little different. That tier, that's where the videos get put into a randomized playlist, and you have a chance to get your video watched every week, but it's not a guarantee. So, big difference there, because some weeks we actually get through all the submission tier videos, and then other weeks we only get through a few. It all depends on how long it takes to go through the Ultra tier. Okay? Oh my god, excuse me.
That was a burp.
All right. Are we good?
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything to say? Radical Jaws says you should try playing a Pokemon randomizer on stream. Okay. I don't know what that has to do with this show, Radical Jaws, but okay. Pokemon randomizer. I don't know about that. Okay. Are we ready to begin?
Could you just say what you're talking about? No.
He could have said something about
Okay,
commenting.
Oh,
Yeah.
it does this now. It does this screensaver now for some reason. Okay, ready? Here we go.
I think we're lost, guys. He's not recording yet. I paused it right before he started recording. But I think we're going to fall short by 1 here. That's
Again,
so
like the
annoying.
last time.
I can't,
Oh, well.
Come on. I don't want it. I wanted to win today. I wanted a win. It's been a good weekend. I wanted a full house
Wait
win
for
to
100
win
more
the
likes.
weekend. Oh god.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, look a boss. Nah.
Wow.
Nah, we can't.
It wasn't even. Yeah, and this is why I said it might not win. So this is what happens when I'm pessimistic.
Yeah, we're close. We're fucking close. Sadly, that is
It's
also,
fine.
Let's confirm it. Let's confirm the end.
Hello, everyone. It's
He's fucking recording for a shite.
Yep.
Yeah, crap. Fuck that little piggy.
He said what?
What you go?
Wait, hold on. He said, "What do you mean?" He said, "What do you mean?" Someone made a comment. Does that count? Where did he say that at?
When did he say that?
Who said that? No, Moki. I'm pretty sure Moki's taking a piss, and they're just desperately trying to get a victory here.
She just wants people to win.
Well, he said, "What do you mean?"
It's okay, Warren.
What do you
It's
mean
fine.
is not the
It's fine.
same? What do
I
you,
thought
what do you
it-
mean is not the same as what you're talking about? It's yeah.
About, yeah.
So yes, sadly,
There
it's
was
not
no
for us, yeah.
asterisk, so yeah.
We had free
That's
spaces at
fine.
least, so let's
Like,
let's go
burger,
that,
burger.
that, and
Burger.
that. There you go.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Sadly, we're left with 1 short of the full house. And that's
He
what
said
I
that
mean.
it was ages ago.
Well, yeah, but they said, what do you mean by that? Or you know, like that's what Phil said, but it's not the same thing as what you're talking about. It needs to be what you're talking about, essentially.
Troll over
No.
Ulster.
Phil has $19.
I mean,
so
I can
far.
go back and check.
It's okay, you don't need to. I'm pretty confident we're 1 short today. So sadly, that's going to enter bingo. But so, I mean, we didn't win bingo, but it's still been a good time had by all, and there's no shame in being short by 1.
Oh yeah.
You know, so we still had a fun time regardless. You know what I mean? You know, I'm very thankful we had 2 robust guests to join us to round off this weekend. I've had a great wee weekend. You know what I mean? I don't know about you guys, but Friday night I got absolutely fucking shit faced and drank a lot. You know, which is why there was no bingo. You know, Saturday I was essentially recovering. Today I've had a grand wee day as well. You know what I mean? I got my mum. My mum was through to see me today. You know, she finally got to see my new puppy for the first time. You know, so that was great. You know, my mother got to fucking meet the newest member of the family, a wee puppy dog, and loved him. You know what I mean? And she loved it. It's just. The wee puppy is very people friendly and loves everyone, whatever. So that was very wholesome. I had a very wholesome, great wee day. Plus bingo as well, you know, way to find detractors like yourselves. You know what I mean? So I've had a grand weekend. I don't know about you guys. We didn't win bingo, but I've still had a grand time regardless.
Well, I was feeling a little bit under the weather. I had a bit of a stomach ache, but you know, I was able to make the stream. So
I recovered very fast. Meester says he sent some artwork, so let's enjoy what Meester's done. I don't know what to make it. This is fascinating. Like, what are those symbols?
Very Japanese. Domo arigato.
Yeah.
Mr. Magato.
But this is some fascinating. I mean, I don't know. Like, I kind of like it. It's quite different from what. Well, it's definitely it's different from the fucking last thing I sent me, which was like some sort of strange cat fucking Among Us creature shaking its arse. That was quite haunting. But yeah. Oh, and of course, Tacozilla has been also making things. There we go. North face instead of Scarface.
Yes.
Goutface.
Doña Montana.
Apparently there's a pair of videos as well.
A lot of cocaine.
I don't know if I can play the videos on stream very easily, Mister, because it's on Discord. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Can I just like send it? Like no, I'd have to like download them first as well, and then try. Yeah, can I just click on them and have them play on the browser? Sadly, so maybe we can get into it. I don't know. Hold on. Can we just? Hold on. Yeah. Sorry, Mister.
Yep.
I think I need to work out next time, pal. I'm sorry. But yeah, we're gonna try and get it sorted next time. Sorry, pal. But guys, I'm gonna wrap things up there. Of course, we're gonna end also with otters, not jazz. You know what I mean? There we go. But guys, thank you very much for joining me for some bingo antics and all that jazz. Is there anything you guys want to plug?
Thank you for having us.
Anything you guys are doing on your own content that you want to try and promote or shill before we end up going away?
I'm just gonna show my channel here. Give me a minute.
Go for it.
Goddamn shill.
I've got something happening with Barrett Wells's video for May 1st called Bustin', because Bustin' makes me feel good.
I mean, who doesn't feel good when they have a good old cold? There we go. But yeah, well, there you go. D-Dog's got things planned, and so is Aviga. There we go. Guys, make sure you check them out if you've not checked them out already. It's always a good time. Especially Aviga streams are usually quite erratic in terms of timing. Like they suit European viewers, even though he's not European himself. Put it that way. So yeah, sometimes he's a wee night owl with his streams. He's a bit yawn time or whatever fucking doing streams at his end. But it's usually good high quality content in those. And I can highly recommend it. Plus, he's very easy to derail. It's very easy to derail.
Not at times though. No.
Yeah.
No. And I also linked in Atlas. He's like, I'm looking at people who's like streaming right now. I see Atlas is streaming.
Cool stuff indeed. Cool stuff.
Isomoto's streaming.
Moto as well.
Isis too.
Options galore. There's options galore in this.
Oh, that's the other thing I've got to do. I've got to do Iviga's elephant video.
Oh,
it's an elephant.
The fucking
yes.
She's a big fucking bitch.
Hold on, I'll put that here too. I'll put Isis in there too, just to be safe.
Yep.
Bloody hell. I mean, it's just she is a big fucking bitch to be fair. I can't believe that Phil called her an elephant. Like how? How in the hell did he think that was a good thing to say?
Like I said, he wonders why she won't come back to the stream.
She's a big fucking bitch.
She's afraid of the ridicule.
I can't help but play it. But anyway, but she has no social media presence.
So much support.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap things up there. It's fucking. I'm basically going to fucking bed now for work tomorrow. So yeah, there we go. Guys, thank you very much for joining me. As I said before, I'm gonna end how it always ends by pointing the Tory's PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. And as the old saying goes, there's always tomorrow for us to try and get a full house on the bingo card. And yeah, we'll try again tomorrow. But until then, guys, if you want to check out some more Detractor content, is live right now. As Aviga said, Atlas is live, Aishamoto's live, Rawfell as well, probably live, and Dark Days Murder. Plenty of options galore for guys to check out, whatever. But for now, I'm going to get the hell out of here and prepare for myself for another fresh working week ahead of me. And yeah, have a good one, guys. Thank you once again, Aviga, D-Dog, cheers. Anything you want to say right before we
We vanish.
Bye. Have a wonderful time.
Goodbye.
Well, Cat's not dead. Apparently, the elephant was in the room.
Oh, for fuck's
Yes.
sake. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside, and all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.